Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in a block. V got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels, I told him don't leave both get open and wide. Cause his jumper wet like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open Garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in a block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in a block. V got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels, I told him don't leave both get open and wide. Cause his jumper wet like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open Garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in a block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond.
Yo, what it do, y'all? Oh man, where we at? Oh, what in the world? Tripping. There we go. Great win, man. Man, I don't have to sit up here and give y'all a whole spill or anything like that. Great win, man. I'm happy we pulled it out. We look good. We look great. I'll let y'all hear from the fans, man. So let me drop this link. Y'all pretty much heard me through the watch along. If you rocked with us this evening. Let me see. You say okay. Drop the link. There go the link. Anyway, man, shoot. Great game, man. I don't know what else to say, man. Great game, man. Goal 120 plus. Yeah, scored 120 plus. Held the other team. It's about what? I don't know, definitely under 120, of course, but great game, man. That's all I can really say, man. But let me see what we got up here. But anyway, like I said, I dropped the link. Y'all hit the link. We got Ryan up here. What up, Ryan?
Hey man, I'm up tonight. I had to kind of catch a little bit of that game. The one thing I got to say, I like how the ball movement was going tonight. You really saw a lot of guys really learning how to play together. You're still seeing it. 2-0 since Trey was traded. Luke Kennard, we got to get a little bit more consistent, but tonight he had a damn good night. I ain't going to sit here and talk trash about the man because we've seen a lot of people slandering dude, but now you're starting to see other pieces starting to get involved with this ball club. The question is, can we keep this going? You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, like you said in the broadcast, it looks good tonight that we blew out a good team. Pause. You know what I'm saying? We blew them out. But at the same time, we've got to keep consistency going because now you've traded Trey. Who's going to step up now? Who's going to play outside of Jalen Johnson? Is Nall going to be a consistent player or is he going to have all on and off nights? We got to have somebody to complement JJ. You know what I'm saying? And to me, like I said, I like what I saw tonight. I still think we need a better big. I'm sorry, Double O was solid, but I think we need a better big. That's just my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. But just saying. That's all. I mean, that's all I got for you, bro. I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I'm just ready to hear what Foot got to say tonight. That's who I'm looking forward to hear.
Say,
But
he around, man.
and hey man, thank you for having me. Hey, y'all check out the Birdcage LLC on Thursdays. These are my relatives right here. They have some of the best content out here. If you have not hit like and the subscribe button, y'all need to go ahead and do that because these brothers put it out. But check us out Thursday, 8 p.m. We got a lot of news coming with the Atlanta Falcons outside of Matt Ryan. We might have some coaches that's on the brew, man. So y'all tap in with us, man. I'm going to go back in the chat, bro. Thanks for having me.
All right, already, Ryan. You already know, man. Historian.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Hey, the historian. Y'all know. Check out the homie, man. You got the Birdcage LLC, the Birdcage LLC. Same as basically a lot of what you get around here about the Hawks. Kind of the same vibe and plus more over there with about the Falcons and everything like that, man. Ryan keep you up with everything. But all right, cool, man. We're gonna move on. We got next up. Let me see. We got Jay. What up, Jay?
What up, Big Redan? What it do?
What up, my dog? What up, man? Hey, yeah,
Man.
there you go. Hey, shout out to the mile, man.
Man, shout out to the East Side, man. Hey, I hate to sound like Foot, but this is what we talk about: ball movement, people movement. Like you see the vision. Like I kept saying the guy who made the offense of the 60-win team was Quinn. That's a big reason why they came and brought him in to coach. Now he can coach the team for real. Without Trey, you have positional size everywhere. And people think I hate Trey. I don't hate Trey Young. I do not hate Trey Young. I just saw, like you saw, Mike, is you got to pick a liability, and anybody with two eyes can go back and watch the film and see it was never going to work with Trey, JJ, and KP. It really wasn't going to work with Trey and KP. But I know we need a big man. I think Nas gonna have his nights where he's hitting shots. He's gonna have his nights where he's not. I think he's more consistent than people would give him credit for. But you got CJ. And you saw tonight, CJ can make the plays off the dribble with the ball in his hands, the passes that Nas can't. And just having that carries a lot of what we want to do. I do think we need a big man, but I think it's just like on the margins because personally, I think I'd just rather them keep playing Mo and Asa when KP's not available. Because I think now if you can just get reasonable availability for KP and he's right for the playoffs, they could definitely go very far. They can 100 because we still ain't seen this team with Zach. Like you have so much more size. Like I mean, like what's his name, Kispert. He didn't get many boards, but did you see how he was getting a body on a man and at least clearing it out for the team to get the boards? It was one of them plays like that. That's what you need. Like, that's what you need. He doesn't have to be a good individual rebounder, but just get a body on a man and move somebody, keeps them off the glass. I even saw CJ get down there and put some hands on Al Horford. Unfortunately, the ball was too high. It came out and he just was able to jump over him. Yeah, but Mike, that's the type of stuff we talking about. That's the box out. You got you got a body on the man. You got hands on the man. You keeping him from establishing low post position. So I like what I got from Corey Kispert tonight. He didn't make no shots, but he was way more impactful. If you watch the game, he was way more impactful than the numbers. Like he gave you great defense. He was in the passing lanes, good activity. You see the size. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see where we go in this post Trey Young era. They said we was about to. The rumors is Daniel Gafford on the big man, but I don't know, man. I kind of like what we got right now. Everybody but Dyson can shoot. Anybody, you got like all these ball handlers. Anybody can bring it up. and get people into the offense. You have so much positional size and strength. Like it's a beautiful thing to see when it all comes together. So,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
hate it. Last one, Bob movement, people movement.
I
So
about to
what's
say,
what be saying, man? Bob movement, people movement. I see how at the form.
I about to say, you was good, man. You probably got like another little minute. You know what I mean?
Oh, do I? All
Yeah.
right, well, shit. I was thinking about this today with CJ. Right, I wanted to keep him because he's the perfect kind of veteran you want to keep around. But
Mhm.
like, if he want to get some money, the guy who I was looking at that has a good offensive skill set like him that can come
Mhm.
in and is like learning how to play winning basketball that fits more of the timeline is Anthony Simons. So that would be a name to watch in the offseason to come in, maybe take a bench role, maybe look to start. But he's really learning he's becoming a real winner in Boston. I'm seeing the defense pick up. I'm seeing him do the little things because they don't play him unless he does the little things. Uh, and then on the big man front, if we don't get a gaffer, I think a good big we should be looking at in the trade would be
Mhm.
like Day'Ron Sharp in Brooklyn. Because he does a lot of the same things Onyeka does, but he's cheaper. He's a little
Okay.
younger. But yeah, Day'Ron Sharp, that's a good one. Anthony Simons, that's a good one. But the Hawks got so much flexibility, man. Jalen Johnson just needs to be your highest paid player coming into the offseason. So that's all I got.
All right, bet for sure, for sure. We're gonna move on, man. Let me see. Move on to our next member, man. We'll catch you, Jay. Next member. Let me see. We'll go ahead and bring Juan up, man. What up, Juan?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, what up, man? Good win. Um, Excellent shooting in third quarter. That was the when we blew him out. Lead balloon. Um, what's his name? Luke Kennard had his best game of the season. He was absolutely unconscious. I was listening to you back and forth talking about like the boys. He was like they shooting the lights out right now. You know what I mean? They couldn't do anything. Golden State just looked old, man. They just looked really, really old. They was doing a lot of foul baiting with what's his name, Curry and
Jimmy.
Jimmy, man. And when you look at up and down the stats, they were only two that had over 30, and DeAndre Melton had 10. Nobody else had more than 8 points on a team for Golden State. And then another little nugget, man. They said at the beginning of the broadcast, anytime the Warriors have 15 or more turnovers, they have a under 500 record, 8-13. Well, they got another loss, 8-14, because exactly what they had, another 15 turnover game. Kind of got them off their footing, and just pretty much put belt to you know what on Golden State. Jay kind of stole some of my thunder. I've been pushing De'Aaron Sharp for like the last 3 days as a person the Hawks should look up. 6'10", 270. 8 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, shoots 60% from the field, averages 2 to 3 assists a game. Very good defensively. He's the yin and yang to Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton's the better offensive player. De'Aaron Sharp is the better defensive player. Definitely somebody I thought we should look at was that maybe Zach Collins from Chicago because we do need help on the boards. We do need a bigger body space wise. I mean, we didn't need it tonight because Golden State is small and if they don't shoot the three really well and not getting fouls,
Mhm.
they're not gonna beat teams. Overall, CJ is the perfect veteran. I liken him to Danilo Gallinari role that we had when Trey and them needed some veterans. It's the same type of scenario here with the young guys. If he can put his foot in and be that type of veteran that we can need in the guard position, someone that can get a bucket, that someone that can another ball handler for this team. Definitely liking him to play in that role for us moving forward with the addition of another big. But moving on to LA, good win. Like I said, Jalen was the offensive cog again tonight. Everything flew through him, and then everything else just settled out. But very good win, man, and happy for the guys. And 3-game winning streak. Let's just keep winning.
Yes, sir, man. You got anything else you want to touch on?
No, I'm good, man. I know we probably had like 4 minutes, but I say what I need to say. I mean, you'll have open forum here pretty soon,
Okay.
so yeah.
All right, cool. For sure, man. All right, Juan. We're gonna move on, man. We got Marion up next, man. Marion, what up? What up?
What's going on, Mike? Good
Man,
win from the Hawks. I don't know how you can talk about this win without mentioning Cool Hand Luke. I believe Luke heard all the trade talk on Friday and said, "What? Really?" And he came out and showed. He came out and showed out. CJ was okay. Kispert was poor, but I'm gonna withhold evaluations on them. I'm gonna give them about 41 minutes on the court before I start talking about them. But we had a good game. Mo G, unsung hero. His defense, I believe, is a great spark for our team, and he is the reason why I don't think we need to rush to go out and get a big man. Even though we were playing a small team tonight, I think that his defense, even though he does foul some, but his defense overall helps our team defense. And I'm glad that Quinn is starting to notice that. JJ and Nall had very good first half. We do need better rebounding. I think our team rebounding in the first half was good, but in the second half it dropped off a lot. I think that Asa is after Asa learns how to play without fouling. I believe that he's going to be real good in terms of one of our big men, whether it's backing up the power forward or backing up the center. Our defense is still not there. You watch like I watch. We was letting them get by with easy layups a little bit. And honestly, JJ. But I think that with the rotations that we have, we look pretty good. Dyson played a good game. I don't think that there should be any Dyson slander tonight. He's not going to be our best shooter, but he can do it all. So he's always a triple double threat. So I'm looking forward to seeing how his game grows as his shot gets better. More reason to not try to trade him or move him because he can do everything that we need to be done. He just can't shoot as well as we would like him to. And I really don't think that he should be standing on the arc on the 3-point line. I think he's more of a mid-range scorer. And I hate that flip shot, but that joke can make that thing go in.
Yeah.
Sorry, flip shot be going in. So I can't talk bad about him. As far as trades, I think that Kalkbrenner, if we were to do a trade before the deadline, is somebody that we can target. I think that he has the size that we need. I think that he plays a little defense, but more importantly, he's a 7-footer who can rebound. And if we wait into the offseason, which I'm good with, maybe our target can be Hartenstein. Hartenstein's putting up 10 and 11. He gets blocks. He's a championship quality center. And I think that he would help us in terms of having a center rotation with him being a big part of that rotation.
Yeah, I love Hartenstein.
Yeah, I like Hartenstein. I like the fact that he's tough. I was listening to Denny Avdija. I can't say his last name well. And I was listening to him talking an interview this a couple of days ago. And he has the type of attitude that I wish that Jalen would adopt, which is when I get the ball and I'm going downhill, I'm going right at it every time. Every time I'm gonna try to go right at it, and I'm gonna make the refs make the call. That's the attitude because JJ got way more skill, way more tools than Denny, but the attitude, the aggression got to be there.
You think you got more skill?
Yeah. I think JJ is very skilled on the offensive side of the ball in transition. I just think that in terms of his, I don't know if it's confidence or his aggression, he don't have that type of aggression or confidence that if he had it, we would really be able to put him in the same circles with LeBron and Giannis. But that's what I got for right now. I'll see you.
All right, cool. We'll see you in a minute. All right. That was homeboy Marion, man. We're gonna go up here with Carson. Yo.
Oh shit, it's me. Hold on.
Hey, Mike, you got to go Mora.
Oh, okay.
Because he's yeah.
All right. Well, shoot, it's only a few people up here or whatever. Well, I got him. He already up here. Go ahead, Carson.
He's a member. That's why I'm saying he's a member.
Nah, I got you. Let me let bro go ahead. Go. Mora, you still get your 4 minutes, man.
Shout out to Luke making them threes. I'm pretty sure he's seen them new players coming in, and he had to do something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad about that. Good win, 3-0. I'm just excited, man. We don't have to worry about what Trey gonna do, what this person gonna do. We can just go on and hoop. I don't know, man. I'm just excited, bro. This right here, y'all see that? That's the future. I'm done with that. But B2A, whatever nigga be saying, I'm lit. Turn up. Hawks, hey man, we're going to the playoffs. I don't know how far, but y'all see what's going on, man. Let's just keep going. Shout out to Trey, man. Let's just keep on balling. That's it.
That's it. All right. This is Carson. We'll catch you in a minute, man.
For sure.
All right, Mora. You got your 4 minutes. What up?
Bro, we got a lot of basketball players on the team. About 45 players on the team, ain't they?
He said 45.
That man Quinn ran with a 15-man rotation tonight, didn't he?
Not 15, did he?
I mean, everybody on the court.
Say that what happens in blowouts though. You know, you have to get everybody out there. But nah, Fredo, he played everybody, but
he played everybody
within the like meaningful minutes though.
Yeah.
It was Nah and Jalen Linda. My bad. I'll answer the chat. They didn't know what the picture was. Carson showed up.
Good win. This is what I expected because now we defense first. I like this Quinn offense right now. It seems like everybody can score at any time. I do believe I feel like JJ was actually, I know Marion was talking about JJ kind of having aggression. I mean, the thing about LeBron is LeBron's always going to try to make the right basketball play. And I feel like that's what Jalen's also trying to do as well. I know games are different in the playoffs and stuff, but I actually thought Jalen played a very good basketball game. Like he seeked the shots when he needed to, passed the ball when he needed to. I think CJ is going to eventually start. I don't know. Obviously that ending lineup, we know Zach don't normally close games, so that ending lineup is probably what they're gonna run with. CJ, and Dyson out there, probably that 3-guard lineup. But man, it looked great tonight. It looked great. I don't know if I want to trade Luke the way he was shooting tonight. That boy was shooting that ball, and he was not missing. So I know we're going after going after Daniel Gafford. I actually liked the trade, and the only reason why I liked it is because we do need that big guy to solidify. Because we haven't played any teams with size yet with this new lineup. I mean, we're 3 games in. We need to kind of see what we look like against a team that has like a defensive center that's a force or that can put the ball in the basket. That's normally where we get killed the most this season. So I'm curious to see what that looked like. I'm happy that we won how we were supposed to win. Like we didn't like go in limp. Like we won that game and we won exactly how we were supposed to win that game. CJ obviously is playing with a new team, so he obviously didn't. I don't have nothing against him. I can't judge him. He's playing with a new team. He's getting to know new guys. I know he's going to be good because he even called Jay. Like, if you were listening to the broadcast or you could listen to the game, he was like, Jay. Like, he screamed like Jalen to set that pick. And he set that pick, and he just easily threw that pass to him and gave so he can lay it up. He got fouled, but I like the team, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm happy to see what's going to keep happening. Hopefully, we continue to keep winning. I am curious to see what these games against top East teams are. I'm mad that we played all of them already, I feel like. But I know we got some with New York and stuff left and the Bucks and stuff, but I want to see what we look like against good quality teams. Golden State's a good team, but they need help. So, and then obviously Denver was hurting too. So I just want to see what we look like against some quality teams.
Bruh. Y'all stop doing that, man.
I'm happy. I'm happy about the win.
Man.
I'm happy about the win.
So y'all start.
But I'm the only thing that made me nervous is we got a lot of players.
A little more. It's 30 teams in the NBA, right?
Yeah.
16 teams go to the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So there's four top 4 teams, you know. So that make 8 if you take both out of it. Mm-hmm. You can lose to all 8 and still just
make
beat
the
other teams and make the playoff.
Oh yeah, I just want to see what we look like. That's all. If we win or lose, I'm cool with that.
I ain't worried about too much.
But I'm worried because we got a lot of players. Zach hurt. Porzingis was hurt.
Yeah, nah, for
we
sure.
played 15 guys and 2 players were hurt. That get rotation minutes.
And say now we definitely got deeper, bro. You know what I'm saying, with the moves and stuff like that, man. I mean, I bring up some stuff in the forum that I was going, but yeah, we definitely got deeper, bro. So
Bro,
I'm with you, man. I like the team, man.
we
Definitely like.
got we got hella optionality now, bro. Oh, you need a 3? Let me go throw in these guys. You want need some defense? Let me throw in this guy right here. I like it. So I'll say whatever else I gotta say in the open for him.
All right, bet. We got you. All right, Mora, we'll catch you in a few. All right, we got it up next, man. Red been chilling for a minute. What up, Red?
What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing?
Good, good,
Uh,
good.
like I say, everybody pretty much been on point tonight. Jay, Mora, like I say, they know I'm with them almost things. Like I say, we looking great. I'm really loving this 3-game winning streak. Like I say, the defense has definitely been balling since we made some moves. I don't know what Ryan was talking about we didn't have nobody compliment JJ tonight, man. Did you see the points we was putting up from Nah and Luke and double over? JJ had plenty of compliments tonight, man. So hey, if JJ didn't have no compliments tonight, man, hey, y'all keep insulting his ass, okay? Shoot, man. But yeah, I like the way the Hawks look, ball movement, team camaraderie. And the one thing I'm gonna say about this CJ move, this might turn out to be a blessing in disguise, just like Dyson Daniels, because CJ gives us veteran leadership for a young team like we got. He gives us veteran leadership and experience going into the playoffs if we, which I feel like we're gonna get right back in this playoff hunt. And like I say, we're gonna be able to prove ourselves coming up because we got 2 games with the Celtics. They don't rose up the top 3 in the East. We got a game with Milwaukee, so coming up, and of course we play the Lakers on Tuesday. So hey, we're gonna have plenty of opportunities to prove ourselves. Everybody was right. I'm kind of anxious to what we look like adding a big man to the lineup, but hey, even if we stay pat, just the way we look tonight, I got a feeling we can do some things. Like I say, I really like the way we playing, especially these last 3 games. And like I say, go Hawks, man. I love it when my teams are winning.
Already, man. That's for Red, man. Shout it, Red. Nah, just playing. All right, man. I'll let you
You
know.
good, man. All right, shout it red.
Shout it, Red. There we go, man. I'll let you, man. We'll catch you in a few. All right, man. We got John. What up?
Good win. Good win tonight against a team that Juan said is old and getting older by the minute.
Hey, they wise though. They wise, man.
Yeah, that and the $2 won't buy me a paper. As Mora said, and you disagreed with him. See, I've learned to wait and see what we do against competition from all angles. CJ McCollum, you remember Marion asked the question the last time we were on, what is our starting lineup going to look like since we got CJ McCollum and Kispert or whatever. And I thought we were going to see what it would be tonight, but we didn't. So I still don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But as we've seen in the past, and you said it also, you live by the jump shot, you die by the jump shot. And when the jump shot is not falling at all of the positions that it needs to fall, that's where we're going to need that big man or those big men to hold the fort down until the jump shot starts falling again. So I'm just interested to see, how we're going to maintain. And let me see, the next game is who?
I think they said Tuesday we got Lakers Tuesday.
Okay, yeah, we got the Lakers too. Oh, that's another late game. All right. So, even with the Lakers, it'll be a kind of a test, but it won't be where you'll be going against the other 5-head, Luka Doncic, to see what if they can pull out. But like I said, I'm just sitting here waiting, just sitting here going to see exactly what's going to take place. I have no expectations or anything of that nature, but I'm just watching, just sitting back here watching.
All right, that's it. All right, John.
That's it. I'll be in the forum.
All right, we'll catch John in a minute. Oh, my bad, John. But we'll catch you in a minute. All right, man. We're gonna bring up homie Larry.
What up, folks? What up? Appreciate you having me on the platform as always. Hit the damn like button, everybody, for this great content. Great game by the Hawks. I'm not gonna give Quinn Nam props at all because you know what happened. You know what happened today? Luke Kennard went crazy. Ikebaluki was 6 for 9. If Luke Kennard don't score 22 points, we lose that game. So shout out to Luke Kennard. Since nobody really want to say it. Shout out to Luke Kennard being the player of the game. They pushed it up to 7-point lead, and then he just went crazy from 3, and he pushed it up, and then we increased that with our defense, and then everybody started hitting. Yucca Congo hitting in the second half, hitting the 3 in the fourth quarter. No hitting threes. So yeah, great shooting night by the Hawks. It was only 39%. I thought we shot more, but yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Coach Quinn coached great. No, we just had Luke Kennard do something that he hasn't done all year. You know what I'm saying? So if he does his regular 6-7 points, we lose the game. So no, he didn't. It wasn't no magnificent coaching job. Stop it. I'm not trying to hear that.
Anybody say that?
But what I will say is that Luke played great, and I think Luke played great because we got Kisper. He's like, hold up, you ain't taking my minute. So I like him stepping up when facing adversity like that with someone who could potentially take minutes away from him.
Yeah,
like Moji minutes, because Moji came in there. While he didn't really score like that, he was active on defense, being physical. I felt like the refs was trying to, especially in the first half, we couldn't buy a foul, and then you wave by Steph and don't even touch him, but get the foul. Or if you kick out your leg, you can get the foul, even though that's supposed to be an offensive foul right now. Mm-hmm. But whatever, we fought through that. We played through it, and I'll give the players credit. I didn't think JJ played bad personally. He played within himself, to me personally. But all around good win. And I will remind people, last time we went on a West Coast trip, we were 4-0. Let's see if we can be 4-0 again. That team was an over 500 team, and I'm tired of people with this. Oh, that's not a good team. And Denver didn't have all their people. Well, Denver went to Boston and beat Boston in Boston with that same team without Murray or Jokic. And then the Golden State are good at home this season. So and they had everybody healthy, and we still didn't have everyone healthy. So that's a quality win, okay, in my opinion. I don't care about that. But, good win. Let's go beat the Lakers. Let's sweep the Lakers. And then end up, and when we get to Portland, let's offer a deal for Yang. Since Klingon playing so well, let's offer a deal for Yang and get him up out of the G League, and let's do this thing. All right. I'll see you next time.
All right, cool, man. Shoot, man. We ain't really got nobody left, do we? Look like just Foot. Foot, you gonna come up? I'll bring you up in a minute, Larry.
Yeah, man. Hey, it was a good game, man. Again, Quinn coached differently, as we all see, like we all been saying. But here's the thing. Here's the thing with this team. We match us well with the Golden State Warriors. We match up well with them. That's not talked about real lot, but that's a good matchup for us. From a personnel standpoint. The ball was definitely falling tonight. They had energy off the rip. I think we had like 9-10 steals, I think. I can't remember. So those a lot of them was key steals at some prominent times. So that was good. So as y'all already said, most everybody said everything I was gonna say. Ball movement, people movement. I said, see, when you're consistent with what you be saying, they start quoting you. But I was told I wasn't consistent with what I be saying though. I mean, that's what I I was told. The team defense was great. I don't know. I can't remember who said something. Team defense was great. Of course, you're going to go to sleep at times. That's just how it is. But that team defense was on point. They was physical. They had their hands up in the lanes. They contested everything. They was putting pressure on Curry, making it hard for him. Yeah, he gonna get his, but make it hard. Do something. Stand in the way. I mean, that's all of them. Luke, all of them. I like Kisper. I never really seen him play. He's physical. I like him. So they were connected on defense. I know Larry said Luke, if it wasn't for Luke Kennard, we would have lost. No, because that defense was on point. That defense was still on point. They kept that energy all night long. I ain't seen that shit in a long time, through all the quarters. Double O got to go, bro. He got to go. He got to go. I mean, again, that was a small team. I mean, they're small at the big like us, but I saw 2 or 3 times where Double O let 2 little guards come snatch the ball from him in front of him. Like, bro, get the damn ball. Come on, man. Go get it. And like people you say about, he don't even hardly jump off the floor. I'm like, God, dog, bro. And trade him for a big, So just think, we had 2 starters out. So I'm thinking if KP come on back, if they don't trade him, KP come on back. Boy, got Richard. But man, we deep. We real deep. And I think CJ and Kisper is gonna be real good for us, man. I think they're gonna be real good. That's all I got.
All right.
Ooh, start bringing on.
Larry, don't be talking about my coach like that.
Damn your coach.
Hey,
Don't be talking about my coach like that, Larry.
I know y'all said about the Hawks haven't played a good team, or you want to see us, but I made this point when we were playing either the Raptors the second time or we were playing the Pelicans. I think it was the Pelicans. Juan was on the street because he was arguing with me. And I said the Hawks were better than 17-21. And I caught them sweeping the road trip. And I said the problem was you went 0-14 versus 5 teams. And 4 of which were just better than the versions that you played. Like me went 0-3 versus the Bulls, but every game came down to the final possession. But I said every game after the Raptors game, the schedule is going to get significantly easier. And I wouldn't be afraid of a Boston or any of these other teams. Because Boston to this point has played a schedule like we're about to play on the back 9. The only real teams we're going to see the rest of the way are like
Boston.
Houston and Detroit again. Boston's not that good. I'm trying to tell y'all. Boston doesn't have the talent y'all think. It's really Jaylen Brown goes nuclear, and they had a stretch of games like the schedule we about to play where they playing teams like the Hornets and the Pacers a lot. Like, bro, I wouldn't worry about the standings right now. We're about to go on a big run. I can see it.
The problem with that philosophy,
everybody 18-7.
Everybody can talk at the same time.
Oh, sorry. Last thing I was gonna say. You're 19 outside of those five teams that you couldn't beat. You're 19-7 versus everybody else. That's how good the roster is. Like you're 19-7 versus everyone else. You just couldn't beat that. What you were able to feel in those games versus you weren't going to beat the Thunder. And that's a big
like, that thing. But
like you weren't going to be able to beat the Thunder and the Spurs. It didn't matter who you was going to play. They just better than you. But like the version of the Hawks that played the Pistons 3 times is not going to be the same version of the Hawks that plays them 2 more times in the back half of the season. And I told y'all the Bulls, we should have won that. We could have won any of those 3 games. You just lost them all in the final minute. So I wouldn't be concerned. All the hard teams are out of the way.
Question.
All out of the way.
So go ahead, John. You was before me. Go ahead.
Oh, after you won.
The only problem with that analogy,
I'm out there, man,
is that you got the toughest part of your quote unquote part of your schedule out of the way. And what it is that you do after that tough part of the schedule could lead you. Okay, all right, we starting that. All right, what that could do, that would lead you to fool's gold, to where you're not being adequately tested as to exactly what it is that you have. So, and then we play down the previous Hawks play down to the level of their competition. I want to see whether this Hawks team can break that, can stop doing that. All right. I just want to see what it is that's going to happen. I'm just interested.
John, the only thing I would challenge you on, right, is because you said they played down to the level of their competition, right? And it's largely been this group. You just improved the roster to me with CJ and Kispert. But like outside of those teams that were just better than you, the Pistons, the Spurs, the Thunder, you are now 19-7 versus everyone else. So you're not really playing. You are beating a lot of you have really quality wins in that. Like you beating the 76ers twice. You beating the Cavaliers. You beating the Timberwolves. You beating the Lakers already. Like you have a lot of really quality wins in those 19 games. It's just those teams that you played in the first half, they didn't balance the schedule very well for the Hawks. If you would have played half of those games in the first half of the season, the Hawks would be like 8 games over 500. But they played them all in the first 41 games. So 82 game season. If you win 50 games, that means by math you have 32 losses. But nobody knows what combination of teams they're going to lose to and win. That's so I'm very high on the Hawks team.
Well, obviously, we don't get paid as a media members or as fans to subjugate or objectify what these games mean. You know what I mean? As far as like who was playoff contenders, championship contenders. Yeah, the whole sum of it, just like you said, Jay, it would be 50 wins and 32 losses. You know what I mean? But that's why, we have fans. That's why we have this platform. That's why we talk about these things. It may not mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but it means something to us because we're fans and we like to talk about sports. It's, something that we like to do. And the fact that we have 10 losses to those teams, as you stated, it is a little bit concerning. No, the NBA didn't do us no justice by putting all those teams front load on the front end. We still got more road games than home games. Still, you know what I mean? The NBA didn't do us no justice. In the second half of the season, we'll have more home games than road games. But the fact of the matter remains, though, that we've seen those teams multiple times, and multiple times we have lost against them, in some of those teams in the same way, Chicago and Detroit. But that's not what I wanted to get to. I wanted to address what Foot had said, but he fell off or whatnot. He said we need to trade a Congo. There's multiple things that can be true. We do need better rebounding, a bigger big man. I agree with you on that. But to trade a Congo, who is probably a top 3, 6 men in the league, if you want to put him in that category, the top 12, 13 center in the league when he's not even supposed to be starting, is something to grab your straws at, man. You know what I mean? He had 18, 12, and 8 tonight. You wouldn't know that because we want to point out that he got the guards got 2 rebounds over him, once or twice a game. You could probably point that out, but the guy almost had a silent triple double and nobody talked about it. You know what I mean? And he had 2 steals in the game too, and he had knocked down threes when we needed to. So those are things that that I look at. I don't think we can win with him starting as a starting center. No. But I think he does an excellent job as being one of the better big men off the bench. You're not going to find another big man is better than Okongwu right now in the league. That's probably top 3 that can rebound, shoot, and who can play defense the way he does. You're not going to find anybody like that in the league. But we do need to get bigger. And Jay, I do agree with you. You kind of stole my thunder because you went first. But I was going to say De'Aaron Sharp because he's cheap. He fits the Hawks mold. He's 24, 6'10", 270. 8, 5, and 2 a game, man. And it's definitely something the Hawks would do opposed to spending a lot of money on somebody that they're not going to commit to. Then we're not going to go get Daniel Gafford. Derek Lively is injured. AD is injured. They're not going to give it the only center they have remaining. That would be dumb of them.
Basically, that'll be foolish.
Why wouldn't they do that?
They about to
because
tank.
it's dumb. He don't
They're
don't
about
have
to
he's not owed a
They're
lot of
about to
money.
tank.
they're about to tank.
They're about to tank.
Even if they tanking, they would still need
They
him
still
though.
gotta
No,
get off AD.
no.
Who
This
taking
the
AD?
last
Why
year.
would they need
This the
him?
last year they about to have a draft pick. They about to lose as many games as they can from now to the end.
We'll see.
I know that, but Lively and AD are always hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They
but
need a third
see, for
center
them,
regardless.
they have to get off the money because they're April
And
team.
Gafford hurt all the
You-
time too.
You're not hearing it.
My bad. No, let Marion go. Let Marion Jay.
Let me respond
go,
to
then it's my
Juan real
turn.
quick, and then let me respond to Juan real quick. Now I go back in the background. Yeah. So yeah, of course, Double O can get those numbers. He playing the minutes. There's gonna be other guys that are gonna get those type of numbers.
Man,
Dyson,
this is so contradictory.
Let me finish. Dyson was flirting with a triple-double too. Okay, that's good. I'm not denying his stats, right? But when I said double O, that don't mean I want him. Oh, he trashed or anything like that. We have to get bigger. We matched up well with that team. When we had these big centers, he get dominated, right? And so I don't know what's going on with KP. I said trade double O so we can go ahead and get that big center, right? It's not because, I think he's a great six man, but I think in order for us to get who we need, like Juan, you've been mentioning Zubac for a while now, right? We're gonna have to give up something of value.
I've been mentioning Zubac.
You know what I'm saying? Well, Juan been mentioned later.
The basis of my argument, or why I said what I said for this game only, sticking with this game only, is because you said we matched up with them. Well, yeah, we matched up well with them. They're just as small as we are. So yeah,
Right.
and they're old. You know what I mean? So yeah, we match up well with them. So that that's a kind of a no argument. I'm going off that Okongwu provides you something that other teams wish you can have, and a 6'8", 6'9" big man that can spread the floor, who can pass really well, and who can guard, 3 through 4, and sometimes 5 if you need to. Like, you don't have that many guys in the league like that can do that right now. You know what I mean? He is a wanted player.
Yeah. So, but again, because he's getting his time, he's gonna shine, right? If other guys that are not getting his time, you give them time, they're gonna shine too. That's what I'm saying. So I'm looking at his.
He's saying his impact isn't equivalent to the numbers.
Say what now?
I say you saying the impact isn't equivalent to the numbers.
I don't think you're right. Correct. That's all.
The numbers are just a function of minutes
can make
played.
the argument.
Hold on, Matt. Marion gonna have to go when I finish. That's all I was saying, Juan. All right, Marion.
Yeah,
I'm at the Marion.
Just to piggyback a little bit on that argument
Larry.
before I get into what I got to say. I think that, and I've come to realize that double O fits what Quinn wants to do. I hear y'all saying that you can put anybody in that position and they'll do as well with the minutes. But the truth of the matter is that we are a 3-point shooting team. Our offense is a live by the 3, die by the 3 offense. Like it or not, that's what we are. If the shots are not falling, we will lose. That's how we play. We play to hit 3-point shots. And if they're not falling, we're going to lose and it's going to look bad. If they are falling, we're going to look good like we did tonight. That's how we play. This is our game plan. We stack the arc with 3-point shooters and we shoot. Now, that the other thing, and John, we kind of mentioned this yesterday. There is context to some wins. Like I heard Jay say we beat the 76ers twice, but one of the times we beat the 76ers, they didn't even have Embiid or Maxey. I mean, is that really beating the 76ers? No, that's not beating the 76ers. That's beating the dudes that was on the floor, that was playing, just like when we played the Nuggets. Did we really beat the Nuggets? Can we run around and brag on the fact that we beat the Nuggets? No. Now, tonight, the matchup worked for us. We beat the Warriors. And I do believe that basketball is about matchups. And there are some matchups that are good for us. And there are some matchups that are not, like Toronto. I didn't hear in any of this soliloquy that you gave, you failed to mention how Toronto has dominated us. They have dominated us because they are a team that gets up in our grill, don't allow our shooters to get breath, and they play on the inside, and they don't mind scoring on the inside. That is death to this lineup. That is death to every Quinn team. That is how Quinn teams lose. when they play teams who play defense on the perimeter and play inside and can shoot on the outside, and they make your big man irrelevant. We have to figure that out. Now, the one thing about Double O that I will say in connection to what's been said is that he can do some perimeter defending and he can shoot from the outside, which helps the offense. What he doesn't do well is he doesn't rebound. Fortunately, you got Dyson for that. My thought on KP is don't move KP. I've said this before. KP will be there in the postseason. When we go to the postseason, he'll be there. In the meanwhile, this allows us to mature our younger bigs. When we get to play Moji, when we get to play Asa, when we get to play our younger bigs, they are growing and they're getting better because these are the guys who we'll be leaning on in the years to come. So allow our team to grow. When the playoffs come, KP will be there. And after the playoffs, his money will be there. And we'll need that optionality. But as far as the team is concerned, if we're not gonna do, I don't think we should do a big trade if we go for a big man. I like what you said, Larry, about going after Hanson Yang. That's another one of those small trades to go along with what I say was trying to go after Kalkbrenner. If it's somebody in that range, sure, we should go after him. But I'm not giving up a first round pick, either of them, to get Zubac. Because the truth of the matter is that those picks are going to be worth far more than Zubac. And Zubac, I don't know how well he fits, but that's yet to be seen. It's on you, Larry.
I'm after you, Larry.
When I look at it, I hear a lot of people saying, we match up with them well. They play small just like us, but they're older, and that's why we can run them off the court. I agree with that. We made our shots, and that's why I say Luke Kennard won this game for us. If he only makes his 7 points a game like he normally does, we lose this game, even though, that's just the fact. We can say we played better defense. I agree. We definitely played better defense, but we wouldn't have been making shots because on that run, he's the one that carried us through. When we was having a lull, he came in and he was making those shots. So that's kind of how I look at it. Also, another reason why I say I wasn't giving Quinn the credit because everybody said we match up good against them. They play small and we're younger. We can get out and we made shots. So that wasn't some strategy or anything. We played the same. We had our same rotations. I guess he rode the hot hand. Ooh, he did a coaching thing. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah, miss me with that. But
benched him too.
What I will say is we did not have KP, and I like that observation. We didn't have KP or Zach. And I will say this. I like Quinn keeping his same lineup. When Zach is out, he always starts V. Okay. So we can tell what he's going to do. He's already put it out there. At the end of the game, we're going to play CJ and Dyson, his 3-guard lineup. That is his flip, guys. That's his flip. 3-guard lineups. That's his flip. Okay. That is Quinn Snyder's signature. That's what we want to end with. So when I look at it, I would rather that energy be put towards Zach, but I just got a feeling that's what he's going to do. I don't think that was just because Zach was out. Personally, I think that's what he's going to do. Hopefully it works out, but I don't want us to put that defensive liability on the court when it seemed like we're going to hang our hat on defense now. And I want that chemistry between Null, Dyson, and Zach to grow more. Because if we were clamping up people and we had Luke out there and Luke hitting shots, imagine once we get Zach back out there and they continue to grow that chemistry. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to see these new players take away from Zach's development. Because me personally, I know everybody talking about playoffs. I'm worried about development, man. I'm like what Mike was last year. That's how I am right now. You know what I'm saying? Get get Zach more involved with the offense so he can feel more comfortable going forward. Or when we call upon him to do something, he'll be able to do it with confidence. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and work Dyson out. They say, dude, you it right now. You're the point guard, so do it. And JJ, you are the number one option. Act like one. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think JJ had a bad game today, but again, I love it that we're looking at JJ. He scored 23 points. We're like, man, he had a bad game. That's something to think about, guys. You know, we
No
had
turnovers tonight.
this panel think he couldn't score number maybe 20 points a game. So yeah. Whoever's next, you can go.
That was funny. He pointed down at Matt.
You do it like the Brady Bunch.
All right today, too.
First, I want to address what Juan said about Double O. I agree with Juan. I do think we should keep Double O. I think he's a good quality backup player, and he's giving you good stats for the backup. And then he's been playing a starter role, so even him with the second unit, I think will run really well. And he's been on the team for a good amount of time too. So just the camaraderie with the team just makes a lot of sense to me. I don't agree with Marion. I can't sit here and say that, like you're saying, we didn't like you're not mentioning the Raptors, and we played all these teams and lost with them not having their full, like being full strength. We haven't been full strength all season. So the fact that we're losing to teams when we're missing two starters, like it's supposed to happen. We're not supposed to be winning this many games, in my opinion. So, and also when we play these teams again, we're going to be a different team as well.
Well, we're done playing the Raptor. All those 5 teams, we're done playing them for the year.
But what I'm saying is, like, when you're having people in and out of the rotation all of the first half of the year, you're on the road, you're never home. Like, all those do factor into wins and losses. So, like, the odds aren't on our side when we're going against top 2 and 3 teams in the NBA. We're talking about OKC, the number 1 team in the West. We're talking about Detroit, the number 1 team in the East. Like, we're the Spurs, number 2 team. Like, these are top teams that everyone is losing to, not just the Hawks. So I don't agree with that. And when we play these teams again, we will be better. As far as Larry, I also disagree with you saying that, because you're saying, like, because Luke Kennard hit shots, that's the reason why we won the game.
Yes.
And he normally averages 7. So, and he shoots more. He shot more this game specifically.
Okay.
With his three-point percentage being what, top 5 in the NBA?
No, he's the number 1 3-point shooter in the league.
So because he decided to shoot the ball more, we won the basketball game. Knowing that basketball involves more than just one player, it has a strategy with defense and offense. Like, the coach got to call and have a certain philosophy in order for the team to play a certain way. So it's the fact that you're saying that Quinn deserves no credit just because a player hit more shots than he normally would doesn't make sense to me. There's still schemes. There were still other plays that had to happen in the basketball game for us to win.
Our play style is players make the decision more so there's an actual structure. So no, all we did, the players fed him the ball.
No,
Larry, how do you game plan against?
Okay, all right, whatever, man.
No,
y'all can give Quinn credit you want. You never changed my mind. You might as well not even say nothing, because it's not gonna change my mind, bro.
No, I'm not trying to change your mind.
That's what I'm trying to point out, though, is that Larry, like, you just set on, like, disliking Quinn.
He's disgusting, man.
Okay, that's fine and good, though. But watching the game and everything like that, I completely disagree that we lose the game if Luke Kennard don't hit shots. Like,
if Luke Kennard don't hit those shots, give him his 7 points. What's the score?
I mean, it's still,
but other guys,
that's literally like
other guys were cold.
I mean, again, though, I mean, the way stuff go. I mean, again, though, I still disagree with that. I mean, a good bit of his shots come because of the fact that, like, the Warriors have to pay attention to the fact that, like, we get into the middle, we get into the paint and stuff like that. So they're open shots, they're good shots, and then they're coming off of like times transition, which was defense and getting deflections, and we getting out of the court. It wasn't just like Luke was on some James Harden ISO,
He
step back.
wasn't crossing nobody up and
He wasn't
stepping
doing
No, he
back.
wasn't. He
it was all within. So,
he
but
was
even still, though,
catching.
even
He
still,
had a
though,
good
even
step back.
still, though,
He did
on
have a
top
good
of that,
step
though, even on top of that, though, when they started to go on runs or when it was time that they would make a push and stuff, Quinn would call a timeout, bro. And I'll have to say he called the right timeout because within the flow of me just watching the game and not knowing he about to do it, I say timeout and boom, okay, it's timeout. So therefore, I was like, okay, well then he thinking like I'm thinking, well, we need timeout, stop this crap. So that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, man, I don't know, bro. Like it was a good game. Like them boys
We
played
sell-
good baseball, bro.
But Mike, are
Who-
you?
I've been
who's
told he's
last
a
man?
genius while we
I
celebrate.
didn't even get to
It's
finish.
free right now,
Me,
John.
I was gonna
I
go.
ain't get to finish.
While we celebrate normal coaching
Defense,
things,
right, bro.
like
That's
like
my
it's
point, bro.
it's magic, man. Like these are normal coaching things that you should do.
Well, then
I agree. He did call the timeout right.
Every
But
time the basketball
how many
players throw
times?
the ball, we gonna say that's normal basketball players and stuff. Bro.
It's normal basketball, man.
We ain't
It's just like when Foot say we move the ball, it's ball movement, people movement. It's normal basketball. This coach, and we applaud him for doing normal basketball coaching things. Stop it, man. All right, man. I'm gonna mute myself.
Mike, are you saying that Quinn's offense makes Luke a better shooter? Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna say what I was saying throughout the game. And yes, it's the basically quote foot, which is basic basketball, whatever y'all want to say. But I mean, I've been saying it, we all been saying it. A lot of people say the crap or whatever. But Luke Kennard, Corey Kispert, and guys of that nature, though, they are ball movers, people movers, meaning themselves. They will move, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, and they shooters. So whatever you want to say, whether it's Luke Kennard and his system, the cart come before the horse or the chicken before the egg or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's a glove and it fit. You know what I'm saying? Luke
Well, let me just say this though, Mike. Let me say this.
He got to shoot. Ever since he got benched, bro, he been shooting. It's just simple as that.
Luke was good before we got him. Kispert was.
I know he kicked the West Coast ass off.
Every 3-pointer he took. It's not the system, brother. It's that we got good shooters. Vic and Luke are very good 3-point shooters.
But is that not the system though?
I'm
Right,
confused.
You're not making no sense.
Y'all making no sense.
Y'all want to hate Quinn this bad? It's so crazy.
Yeah, it is, Jay. Like I'm like
bro,
guys, I am not.
Who's last? Who's last up?
I didn't even get to finish, John. John, I didn't even get to finish.
Okay, I just want to know where I am. So I'm going after Matt, right?
I have one more question.
Okay, go. Hey, no problem. I'm just go after Matt.
My question is, how do you game plan versus a free flowing system?
Man, that's gonna be a whole bunch of other stuff. Let Matt talk first. More.
Okay.
That's gonna open up a can. Yeah.
I'll be quiet.
I mean, I'm gonna try to be balanced, listening to Jay and Mike and others. I mean,
Or am I after Jay?
What I do,
I'm not on the.
Trying to be fair.
Right, I'm gonna log off and log right back on.
We might need to.
Carson want to go. I'll go after them.
Come back, Larry. Where you?
Uh-oh.
Anyway.
Larry said he don't want to talk to us no more.
Y'all hurt Larry feelings, man.
No, Larry be back.
I feel like y'all hate on Quinn a little too hard though.
Go ahead, man.
We win by 20. Y'all talking about Quinn suck.
I mean, I think that listening to y'all.
Hey, I'm chilling. We winning, so I'm good.
Listening to Jay and Mike and others, like we need to start planning for a championship parade down Peachtree Street.
Matt could find a way to be doing.
I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm not championship team. I'm not with Jay. That this is a brand new team.
When did I say that we winning the championship?
Ain't nobody said nothing about no championship, man.
This is a brand new team. Toronto never happened. The season just started tonight. I don't believe that. Okay, I don't believe that. I think tonight and then defensively, it was an okay game. I didn't think it was an exceptional, greatest defensive game all season. I think it was an okay defensive game. I think they missed a lot of good shots. A lot of their shots rimmed out. They hit. At the beginning of the second quarter, and then the second quarter rather, they hit a lot of their shots. We looked like a completely different team when their shots went in, right? We looked discombobulated. We couldn't get a flow offensively. We were turning the ball over with a simple trap. So like it wasn't this great, incredible game like that people are describing, at least from my perspective. I didn't see that. Onyeka being able to get his numbers because of his minutes, that's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, like that's so dumb. Like to be able to shoot the three on the volume he's shooting and to put up the number he's putting up night after night is crazy. Like it's the dumbest thing I've heard. But there's other guys too who would fit in that category who play a lot of minutes, who play significantly more minutes. Foot know who it is. Foot know what it is.
No, you say who it is. So I can say
Foot.
Go ahead.
Foot. Somebody else said it too.
No. I say go ahead and say who the guy you feel like gets their numbers based off of.
If we're gonna say that, we can say that about Dyson. We can say that about Luke. We can say that V. Krejci play a lot of minutes. We can say that about a lot of dudes who play a lot of minutes. Like Dyson plays like 36 minutes a game.
He does.
He gets like 9-11 points. And he touches the ball over 70. He touches the ball over. He touches the ball over 70 times a game.
Matt,
that's
the ball over 11.
Matt,
he plays minutes, but he's impactful beyond the numbers.
No, but that's perspective. That's your perspective. That's subjective.
Okay, all right.
You feel his numbers are impactful, just like I feel like Okongwu numbers are impactful. See, it's subjective. You don't feel like they are. I feel like they are. Subjective. So Okongwu numbers are what they are. You know, it doesn't change just because you feel like his impact.
Matt, let me ask you something, okay? If you play Asa Newell 35 minutes a night, do you think he can get you 16 points and 17 rebounds?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Not
Jay,
No.
The thing about that, I think in due time, but not yet.
No. But the point.
Yes, he can.
No,
he
can.
I definitely think he can. I think he gets periodically.
I'm not saying once, maybe once, but not yet.
No,
he cannot average.
I think he can average 16 and 7. I think he can be pretty close.
That based on what?
Yes, he can.
I think
has he scored 16 points this whole year?
You just changed
yes, he has.
He scored 17. He scored 17.
And he's had a lot of double doubles in the limited minutes that he does play.
He had 17 and 9.
He's shooting the laces off the net.
Hey, Asa Newell invalidates the G League.
In my opinion, no.
He invalidates the G League.
Asa Newell cannot get those points against starters every game. I don't think so. Against backups, maybe. Against third stringers, when he played OKC and the Lakers was missing like 4 dudes, maybe. But against every night, I don't think he can do it every night. But Okongwu, the thing about Okongwu, what you're looking for is high production compared to pay, right? So Okongwu was only making $15 million a year. His production way outpaces his value at his contract level.
I give you
so like 16. If it's so easy, if it's so easy to find, Jay, go find me a 16-8. Go find me a 16-8 and 3 guy, right? At his shooting splits, that makes $16 million a year. Go find that since that's so.
So the reason why I would disagree with you, Matt, is it's only good value if you view him as a starter. If you view him as
even if you have him as a backup,
I don't think it's very good value.
Jay, go find me those players. Whether they start
why would I want? I can get what Onyeka is giving me. I could take a chance on Dayron Sharp at $6 million and get a lot of what Onyeka is giving me.
That's ridiculous.
That's the dude that can make shots.
Shoot? A Dayron who can't shoot?
He's not consistent yet, but there was a point. This is the first year.
So we're regressing for what purpose? It's not like
you're not regressing.
Savings. You are regressing. You're regressing in 3-point shooting.
He's a better defensive player. You're just you're basically
regressing. You're regressing in 3-point shooting. You're regressing in passing. Quinn just said the other day.
Dayron Sharp is a very good playmaker.
Quinn just said the other day that Onyeka Okongwu. He just said the other day Onyeka Okongwu is our best playmaker.
Juan,
Jay,
you hear what he said about Dayron Sharp? He said you're regressing as a playmaker.
You are,
but you're not.
You are, Jay. You are, Jay. You are because Jay. You're giving me your opinion, but you are because they don't
I
ask
watch
Day'Ron
basketball,
Sharp.
bro. Like,
They
I
don't
see
ask.
what Day'Ron Sharp can do.
They
This
don't
dude
ask
will go out
Day'Ron
there and
Sharp
get 8
to-
assists the same way.
They
They
don't
run
make.
offense
They,
with Day'Ron Sharp through Day'ron Sharp the
they
same way.
don't ask Day'Ron Sharp to make the reads that they make. Ask
Yes, they do. That's how I know
they
you don't watch
don't.
Day'ron Sharp.
No, they
That's
don't.
how I know you don't watch him.
No, and Jay, like Quinn said 2 days ago or 3 days ago, Onyeka is our best playmaker. That's what Quinn said, that he's our best playmaker, right? He opens up the offense, his reads, right? How he makes other players better, particularly Jalen. He makes Jalen better. So this whole talk about going to go get a traditional big, well, I think that you do need a 7-footer behind Onyeka. We got to be careful.
Come on.
We got to be careful.
Don't
Hold
say
on,
that,
Foot. I'm
man.
almost finished, Foot. You can't interrupt people. Jump in, interrupt when you want to. Foot.
I can.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
That's
not
fair.
fair.
Contrary to
Thank you.
belief, Foot. This
Hey,
I can grab
that's
admin
that-
when I.
that is
Contrary
Foot.
to belief, Foot. I can grab admin when I want, Foot, but I choose not to. I can grab it when I want. But look, you could go out and go get a traditional
I heard that,
7-footer. You could go out and go get a traditional 7-footer, but you got to keep in mind Jalen, right? Jalen needs the lane to be able to operate. If you go get a Zubac, a traditional 7-footer, that's going to clog the lane for Jalen to be able to operate and be as impactful as he is. So you just got to be mindful of that, right? And take the shooting. You got to be mindful of the shooting. You need to stretch big as well, right? Because Jalen's 3-point shot, it fluctuates, right? So for December, he wasn't a great shooter for December, right? No, January, he's going back up as far as the shooting numbers. So he ebbs and flows throughout the season. But that's it. I mean, look, I just don't think we're this brand new finals team that a lot of people up here think we are all of a sudden. And I don't think the season just started tonight against the Warriors, right? Denver, that's not the same team that beat Boston. Jamar Murray played in that Boston game. He did not play in that game against us. Okay, we was playing a local Denver high school team and Aaron Gordon. That was not the same team that played Boston. So that was not. So we can celebrate this game tonight, but not go crazy and lose focus of the whole season and where we are.
Ain't nobody going crazy though.
It was
Ain't
some
nobody
crazy takes
going
up here.
I got
Red.
an elephant in the room.
I heard
I'll
some
wait till
crazy
John go.
stuff up here.
I got an elephant in the room. Go ahead, John.
It was a great game.
Ooh. I just realized something. We just got back our 22 points per game that we lost when we traded DJ in North. We just got it back. And now you don't have Trey Young no more. Now you've replaced him with CJ. So I want to see how this works out. I definitely want to see how this works out. And, I've got to answer the question again. Like Marion, he went ahead and answered it for me. Hey, some of these wins that we had against superior opponents were those particular teams that were not at full strength. They were not at full strength. Okay, we still a win here. We'll steal a win there. But there's no guarantee that what it is that you put on the floor tonight is going to beat everything that's put against you every night. Because, number one, okay, it might be true that we played the roughest part of our schedule already. But like I said before, we have a bad habit, and we saw it tonight, to Larry's point, of going into shooting droughts. We go into shooting droughts that make the Sahara Desert jealous. And when you go into droughts like that, I want to see what these two new players that we've gotten here right now are going to do about it. Because see now, Kispert tonight, he was cutting at it now. He was definitely cutting at it, but he wasn't hitting.
Yeah.
He was cutting at it. And CJ, like I said, I'm going to give it some time and see what it is that we have. But these bigger teams, and you got to play New York, you got to play Milwaukee, you got to play Philadelphia, you got to, and the Philadelphia game. MB wasn't even there. Maxey wasn't there. See, you got to play these folks again. And see, the test will be when you get into April, February, March, and April. That's where the test will be as to what it is that you have here. Now, hey, I'm like I say, I'm open because thing is that you all made the move, Hawks. You did what it was that you felt that you needed to do. So I'm just gonna sit here and watch and see what transpires. I'm gonna try to be as unbiased as I possibly can. But when I see something, I'm gonna say something about it. And let the chips fall where they may. Just like this Falcons thing. That's where I am with it.
I got
Man.
one thing. Go ahead, John. Sorry, John. Sorry.
Oh, no. Go ahead, Juan.
So I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. I think this team plays better without KP, and I like KP. I think we play better without him. We play faster. We don't have to depend on him getting to a certain spot on the floor to post up to shoot the ball. And he's really not providing the rim protection as I thought he would be in the limited time that I thought he would play on this team. You look at the last 3 games, we haven't had KP. Tell me what the defense looks like for the Atlanta Hawks. We've held almost every team to under their standards as their scoring standards for the year, or the scoring average for the season. And we also play faster. That third quarter, you got a real good depiction of the Atlanta Hawks and their shooting and the pace they want to play. How fast we was going up and down the court and shooting threes at a flurry and making layups as well. So to me, I don't think KP fits this team. He plays old. He's a liability on offense if his shot's not falling, and he's really like, yes, he's tall in nature, but this is not the Boston team of 2 years ago or a year ago where he meshes well with the other guys that he was playing with. This is a younger team that was an older team with a lot of veterans on the team. You know what I mean? They didn't really need him. We and the Hawks, we say to ourselves we need him, but as we keep moving forward and we keep playing without him, we're finding a way to win without him. And so I think the team does need him, but not so much as what people think they do moving forward.
I agree 1,000%.
Hey, Matt, who did Denver play tonight?
I don't know. Let me look.
Did they have Jamal Murray?
No.
I don't
Did
even
they
know
win?
Let me look. Hold on.
Matt don't know. That's why he
Yeah,
said
we got to have
Well, he
excuses.
said he didn't know. Don't realize he getting set up right now, man. He ain't walking.
They beat Mil.
Oh no! Hey, Mora, look, Mora showed that 2 weeks ago. You can see that coming.
Can we correct the 76ers stuff?
Our wins don't count.
They say he trying to
Embiid and Paul George played in both of those games. Okay.
Hey, Mike, Mora showed his hand.
Our wins don't count.
2 rounds ago.
I mean, Mora. Everybody have a good night, Mora. Everybody in the league have a good night. Every team have a good night. One good night.
They're 3-4 in the past 4 games, and we're their only loss.
3-1. 3-1.
Oh, I'm sorry, 3-1. My bad. I didn't mean to say that. 3-1 in the last 4 games. We're their only loss, but they're not a good team without their 2 stars.
Well, sunshine on the baboon.
They've been playing high school teams.
I mean the Nets got some quality wins this year, and so does Charlotte.
Do they got more than Denver?
I mean, no, I'm talking about this stretch you're talking about.
Oh.
That you're trying to validate our win by with this particular.
I just don't understand how when we win games, people just automatically want to tear us down. Like, I don't understand.
No. It's called contextualizing the win.
Thank you, John. More. If y'all would have came up here, more. If you, Jay,
that's called contextualizing the win.
But if y'all 3 would have came up here and
qualifying the win,
quantifying the win, and y'all moved on, okay. But y'all Jay up here talking about throwing a parade, like what?
Because
throwing a parade.
Can
he didn't say the word. He didn't say the word, but that's what he said.
I'll explain it to you real quick, Matt, and I'm gonna let Larry go. All right, Larry, you good, man?
Let me go after Larry.
You gonna go? All right.
Unless Larry, then I'll go after.
So you can rest your hand. But no, I was just saying, but
Jamal Murray played against Boston. Matt, why are you lying to me?
He got hurt, man. He got hurt, Larry. He got hurt. But anyway, look, man, the excitement is not now, but it's the future, man. You don't see the sun above the hill, man.
I don't.
Coming and it's so bright.
It's fall. It's foggy. It's real foggy outside.
All right, man. Go to Detroit. You're right. It's foggy.
Foot, no.
Hey,
Foot.
What it look like? I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help us out.
Hey, Marion, you see what Foot put up there?
What up, man? What is it?
No, that's Foot.
Sit back up here, Foot. Let me explain the difference.
Guys tonight.
Hold on,
guys
man.
who can drop 20 or 30 tonight.
They don't care nothing about that, bro. They don't care nothing about that.
Guys, we tricked away too many games, the teams we felt like we were going to beat them, to be trying to give context of a win or a loss. We're at the halfway point, guys. Like, what do we talk? We got to stack wins, man. Like,
Larry,
we can only stack wins.
I didn't get a chance to talk about
Mora,
it.
they got to be at full strength for the win to count.
Can I give an opinion on the Yucca Congo? I was trying to get back in, but internet was messing up. I feel like that Yucca Congo, for his contract and for the production he's getting for his contract, is a good backup center. He started right now out of necessity. I'm not really going to bang on him as much, pause, as everyone else was, even though I did mention it in the game when he let Peyton Jr. snag those rebounds over him. I just feel like, we face a more physical team because we are tall outside of Yucca Congo now. We increased our height across the board, but the thing, even CJ is 6'3", 6'4", Kisper 6'6", 6'7". The thing is that we will always play smaller because of the lineups that Quinn liked to have out there. And I understand, like right now, guys, we only have 2 non-shooters on this roster, and that's Dyson and Moji. And right now, Quinn is trying to separate those guys. So we'll only have 1 non-shooter on the court at all times. So that's why right now, the way Quinn wants to play, I see what he's doing. So, hey, people say I didn't want to give Quinn any credit. I see how he wants to play with Yucca Congo. I just feel like he always values the 3 and then the 3-guard ball handling, pushing the ball up type of thing where the guys can sort of switch at the top on perimeter, but we don't have that rim protector like he had in Rudy. That's why I think it's kind of flawed. I think he wants to fill that role, but we don't have that on his team. Only Moji is that, but physically Moji can get pushed out of the way, and he'll never close the game. Okay, Moji will never close the game. Zach will never close the game, even though he should, in my opinion. Quinn kind of showed his hand today, but hopefully he rethinks that, and because Zach can give you that, but way better defense. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, so I would end the game with the starting lineup at the very least. But on Yucca Congo, the contract's too good to just dump him. To be honest, his contract for the production is way too good. And actually, I mean, he's up. If you're going to trade him because you don't feel like you're going to re-sign him next year, then that could be a thought. But I'm not just going up and trade him just to trade him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would definitely keep him on this team. I would try to re-sign him. I don't know what he's going to re-sign for, but I would try to re-sign him
25
if
million
possible. But I would need to find my starting center. Okay, I need to find my starting center. You know what I'm saying? If I can't find the starting center, then I don't know. I mean, he fits what they want to do, but if we play a more physical team, because we're a skinny team, guys. We're tall, but we're skinny.
That's true.
Physically, we are not a strong team. We're just not. Look at us versus team. Like, I think Golden State is one of the few teams that made us look like a normal size NBA team outside of Draymond. But Draymond is physically stronger than anybody on our team.
What you mean? Jimmy was trying to run through people?
Jimmy looks about Jalen Johnson size.
He pushed a couple people down, though.
So he couldn't do nothing with Jalen. But I mean,
he's shorter, yeah. Yeah.
But that's why double O is writing on the wall for double O, man.
Man, that's why I don't understand what y'all not seeing.
Man, this is
No, no, no. But
since he got
no. See, I know
Bro,
that.
y'all,
I
like,
know
if Ace
that. I know Ace can play that role.
He been
Quinn's not gonna do that.
since
Y'all
he's
think
been
Quinn gonna
here.
let him go?
He's been trying. Look, bro.
Larry.
Since he's been here, he's been literally making everybody a positional size or like greater, bro. Like if you under that, basically the average size for the position, bro. Like it's been moved on. It's moving on. It's been reshaped and formed. That's the base level to begin with, right there. So,
No, I agree.
I mean, the writing's on the wall, in my opinion, man. That eventually, it's just a matter of like how it happened and if it's they do it, hopefully correctly in a seamless way, in a good way, and stuff like that, though. But I mean,
If Moji get a 3-point shot, like how eventually Yucca Kongu did, then they would trade him. But I don't see them trading him yet. I just don't.
It's too much smoke. It's too much smoke for us for a big. Where there's smoke, there's fire, bro. And all these rumors.
These are backup bigs, Mike.
But see, my thing with
from us going to China and looking at Yang to all this smoke about bigger bigs, bro. They is trying to get a big dog.
Guys, I'm serious, man.
Everybody know they need to. Everybody know they need
got
a
hurt.
big.
They trying to get a big.
Mike, everybody know they need a big. But the question is whether the big will start or come off the bench.
Well, hold on. Let me say this on Yucca, man.
Hold on.
Y'all give up the Cleveland pick for Yang?
One thing, we did dodge a bullet with missing AD. I really truly believe
there was not. The mom was right about the AD thing the entire time because Mark Stein did a pot. Like y'all could go look at it on
Thanks,
YouTube.
no, little man.
Mark Stein did a Yahoo podcast. He got on there. He said the AD thing because they asked him straight up, did the Mavs ever get an offer for Anthony Davis? And Mark Stein said that his team, Mark Stein's team, like when they put the news out there, they were looking at things and deals that could make sense. Like that. That's the tweets. Like they were trying to drum up what the Mavs would say or what Atlanta would say, but the interest in Anthony Davis for Atlanta never got past surface level calls like any other team. The Hawks never offered Zach. They never offered the Pelicans pick. The whole thing of it was exactly what DeMond was talking about. It was just agents trying to drum up a trade market for Anthony Davis because they never even – they said the talks with Atlanta. Mark Stein's out of his own mouth, the same dude that was reporting it, said talks between Atlanta and Dallas never even materialized to any sort of offer for Anthony Davis.
Well, if that was
it was AD's team.
It wasn't even the Hawks wouldn't even
if that
was Rich Paul.
Hold on. If that was the
Rich Paul.
why did we come out? Why did we come out and say that we're not offering Zach in a deal?
No, but he said the Hawks were very adamant once that reporting came out here to say the day that Zachary Ricochet wasn't available to anyone.
Right. Why did we come out and say that instead?
We put that out there because they were trying to like you just heard it. They were trying to they were already trying to distance themselves from
you got people on social media and media people and agents who basically saying they don't care what the Hawks actually say. We're gonna keep pushing what we say. Look at that.
Exactly.
Well, hold on, Mike.
They don't play all y'all
feed
feed into it even too. That's because y'all hear it once. Even though
that's true.
I got you. What Mark Stein said, he was like, the Hawks are not making Zachary Ricochet available.
Wouldn't it have been easier for us to say we're not interested in Anthony Davis?
No, but that would have been Marion. That's not, you missing the point. Every team make calls or is interested in making calls. All these general managers make calls and are interested in players all the time. So the Hawks made a call to Dallas probably to see what's up with Anthony Davis. Like that happened. But it was never anything where they discussed the framework of a deal or anything beyond is Anthony Davis available. And Brad Rowland has maintained over the past few weeks that the Hawks, if they were to have gotten Anthony Davis, they wanted to make that deal happen with nothing but expiring contracts. Like they weren't trying to attach assets or anything. But Mark Stein said that there was never anything that materialized to any sort of formal offer or framework of an offer for Anthony Davis, because the Hawks were not going to have Anthony Davis and Trae Young. So the Hawks wanted to move off of Trae Young. That's always been priority number one for Atlanta this year. They were trying to move off of Trae Young and then determine if Anthony Davis made any sense. But they were never going to bring both of them in because they said if Trae Young opted into his $50 million player option with Anthony Davis, our books would have been messed up forever.
No, I'm talking about after we moved Trae Young.
Right. Shams came out and said the Hawks are going to turn their attention to Anthony Davis. That wasn't substantiated by anything. That's all Rich Paul.
Because Marion,
you know what?
Rich Paul.
That makes sense, Jay, because Shams is pretty much like a sleeper agent for Clutch.
Man, did y'all see? I know y'all seen Shams.
Well, he signed the Clutch.
Still basically like
he is signed the Clutch. Y'all seen
Yeah.
in the middle of the interview.
Y'all remember when he came out and said, I don't believe Jordan made that free throw for some kids. And then the people heard it and they put the video out. You know what I'm saying? He is a sleeper agent for Clutch.
Yeah, he is.
He signed
But
Clutch.
Larry, remember now in them same podcasts with Rich Paul and Max Kellerman, he literally, Shams calls him on like it's an episode where Shams calls him, Rich Paul, and he's giving Rich Paul information. Rich Paul don't say nothing. And Max Kellerman said, so who provides who information? Is it you providing Shams the information or what? He says all the above. It's ebb and flow. Like, go back and watch how they forced Common Malawat to 10. Like, they know, but Rich Paul broke down exactly the framework of the Trae Young trade 2 weeks before any rumors about the Wizards. He broke it all down because he used to represent Trae Young. They know what they doing on how they trying to generate and drum up a trade interest and all that. DeMond, I mean, look, DeMond, when you go back and watch it, he was right. It was no market for Anthony Davis. No one ever offered anything for Anthony Davis. It's all Clutch. They're looking at like when he broke down the market for Trae, he was talking about the agents have to be thinking about extensions. So they're looking at, and he talked about with Trae, he wanted Trae when he was still a client. He was trying to drum up places for Trae Young 2 years ago and wanted Trae in Toronto for marketing reasons, all those others, because he wants to go to somewhere where he believes his guy can get an extension. So Atlanta, for a lot of these trades, because he has Jalen Johnson, who's a Clutch client, all that, was a place that Rich Paul wanted Anthony Davis to go to, where he felt like there would have been interest for an extension if he could have got it happen. But there was never anything between Ansi and the Mavericks that said, okay, we're going to offer you this player and this player and this player, because the Hawks are trying to trade Trae Young.
Thank the Matrix.
Yeah, it's just there was just
nothing.
I
mean, we said that a couple weeks ago, right, Mike? I mean,
but it got confirmed by Mark Stein, who was running.
I said, just it's common sense. Why would they trade a 20-year-old number 1 overall pick for a 33-year-old? It didn't make any sense. It never made any sense.
Nobody wants Anthony Davis.
I think
nobody wants Anthony Davis.
Yeah, nobody wants that contract.
Nobody wants AD.
I do think it's
no one wants that contract. It's foolish, and no one should ever want to extend him. Man, he's on his last days, bro.
And teams think Zach could be available for the right price, but like, here's the thing: every player in the NBA is available for the right price.
Well, with that being the case, do you think that we're sitting Zach looking at a trade with somebody?
No, Zach has a injury. If you go look at the Hawks social media,
no, Zach ain't going nowhere now, man.
Marion, if you got Instagram, you can go on Atlanta Hawks web on their page, and you can see the CJ post where they posted. It's like a whole thread. You can see Zach back there on the treatment table getting treatment on his knee. He has a legitimate injury.
And let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick, because this is part of a lot of this, man. It's because of the perceived perspective of Zach and what y'all keep pushing. And the big homie, I love you, Larry, but you know what I'm saying? But you be pushing a lot of propaganda, man, that they don't like Zach. They never wanted Zach. They never did it. So that's why y'all run with these lies so easy, man. And be pushing it and be believing it. But bro, like I was saying about the position size and trying to get Zach fits all of that stuff, bro. He like the, you know what I'm saying? Like he fits that. What they want to be and to.
I didn't mention Zach today, Mike.
I know you didn't, bro. You know it's all good.
I remember Foot.
Zach,
man.
I just said that they weren't trading Zach.
Zach is the bro. I think Atlanta knows that Zach is the future, y'all. So he's not.
My thing on the writing was on the wall.
Now, if you want to say Quinn, then that'll be another story. But I didn't say nothing about Zach. I said Zach will be here.
When they brought Asa in, that was it for him.
Say I can't forget yet. Give me a little.
Mike,
I don't even play the same position, Jay.
Asa Newell play right. The more I say to myself, You are exactly right. Like Asa Newell is probably
Asa
one season
can't
away.
even pass. What you talking
Listen,
about, Jay?
Asa Newell is probably one season away from being able to do everything Onyeka accomplished.
Mike didn't like me calling him a poodle.
Who's a koala? Who's a koala's a friend?
Actually
Hey, man,
played the
koala
five.
mama, man. I'm okay.
Like,
I got a question for the panel.
Asa's not the defender. Asa's not the pass. It's not even close.
Yeah, he's not in today, but by next year after that, like, man, I'm telling you, by the time Onyeka gets a year removed from his contract, Asa Newell is going to be a better player than him.
I got a question for the panel.
For facts.
Thank you, little man.
I got a question for the panel.
I see it.
Here's my question, and y'all could go around and answer it one by one.
What's up, Mora?
Are we keeping? Do you want to keep Luke Kennard after seeing his tonight's performance in his most recent shooting? Mikey, past the trade deadline.
I mean, I guess a little bit like what Jay was saying, you know, well, everybody except Zach and JJ. But yeah, I mean, everybody available in for the right, whatever. But I'm cool with him staying here. I mean, when you got CJ and Kispert, so you know, it's like right now he fall into the Keaton type of role in my opinion, and I feel like that's great. Well, him and Kispert, him or Kispert fall into like the Keaton. After Keaton is like, so.
Okay. What about you, Red?
As long as the shot stay.
They don't even play the same position. Sorry, Red.
Well, I wasn't gonna talk about him. As long as the shot stay consistent, and like I said, I'm not gonna expect 22 every night, but as long as he's giving us consistent production off the bench, hold on to him because I hate for us to get rid of him. Then he come back and hurt us in the playoffs because we don't trade him away to some team that we're gonna have to play. So, I mean, unless you're gonna trade him away for somebody that's gonna give us the same production now, so can't just get rid of him for nothing.
I got you. What about you, John? You keeping Luke Kennard past the trade deadline?
Yes. You got to keep that man because I'm looking for a group of players that at any given night, somebody's able to take over the game. Because sometimes you're going to need that. You're going to need somebody to go for 40. You're going to need somebody to go for 35 because everybody else isn't hitting. Now, I want to see what Luke Kennard can actually do if he puts his mind to taking shots, kind of like what Vic Krejci has been doing as of late. You know, and like me and Larry was saying last time we were on, I'm glad somebody had said something to Vic Krejci because I didn't see one of them old crazy fall away one-legged bathroom shots like he's been taking.
He shot one quick shot, and I was like, "What?"
It was a quick one, but see, Mike, last game that Joker was taking shots, falling out of bounds, hopping off of one leg, like he was Adrian Dantley or something. But to answer your question, Mora, I got to keep him. If you're a 3-point specialist, you're leading the league in 3-point percentage. If I heard you guys correctly, I got to have you here, and you got to earn your money by shooting.
We got 2 of them, man.
All right, Matt. What about you?
Oh, yeah, both of them.
You said no?
No, I gotta move him to get a backup center behind him. I can't keep playing Onyeka 38, 40 minutes a game. And like if Luke Kennard was going to be here next year, I would say cool, but no, no one believes the team are going to resign him. So I would rather move him in something to add a pick or whatever and go get a backup center for Onyeka. I think that's going to be more valuable for. You don't move the valuable player. You move this man don't know anything about roster building. But you keep the player that's producing at a low number and you trade the player that's not going to be here the next season. That's how you build a strength on a strength. So you can have 48 minutes of a good position. Anyway.
You move Mo Gay?
No.
Nah,
he don't make enough money.
But Luke Kennard is valuable for his expiring contract.
What about you, Jay?
I'm trading him. I mean, I get it. He played well, but I don't really see a pathway for his skill set on this roster when everybody's available and healthy. I don't really think with Kispert signed long term, and I don't really know how the Hawks feel about Kispert. When they made the trade, all the reports said that they liked him. I can see why. I mean, he does a lot of the same things.
What did he do?
What do you mean? What does he do?
What did he do tonight?
He was very active with his physicality on defense, jumping passing lanes. He was clearing guys out for rebounds. I mean, he did a lot of the things that do not show up in numbers that matter to winning. Like, that's what I don't understand about you. It's like you watch the game, you look at the box score, cool. But when you watch the game and you actually see what these guys are doing on the court,
you don't look for that, Jay.
Matt don't no game.
I mean, that's so.
Matt don't look for look. It's either make or miss. That's all Matt look for.
All that is subjective. But go ahead. All that's subjective. But go ahead.
It's not. It's you need. Okay. Well, anyways, he did a lot of things that impacted the game on winning. I don't really know what Luke Kennard's skill set, the value of having him as a ball handler. I guess in break glass, the case of emergency scenario, maybe you keep him. He's expiring. You already have his replacement on the roster at the number. Pretty much you want to keep him at because what Kispert is $13 million. It goes up to 14. It declines every year after that. Where Luke Kennard is $11 million this year. So I mean, you already have his number pigeonholed. Maybe you do look at switching that out for a big. Maybe you look at another wing. I just think you have one too many of those guys, and you need one more guy. One more size guy in the front court. So yeah, I would definitely move off of him because he's expiring. And I can upgrade the position.
Larry.
If I could package Luke and the Cavs pick to get Yang, then yeah. But other than that, his contract is too valuable, expiring to move. And unlike a lot of people, I don't like the Luke Kennard minutes. But I would acknowledge the past about 7 or 8 games he has been on a heater. And what I will say is I don't want to get rid of depth of shooting when I know that's what Quinn wants. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to be able to shoot. And if Luke ain't shooting, then he'll probably go to Kispert. He'll probably go back and forth between those two. But I just feel like KP and Luke contract are valuable to. I don't think we're going to get a center. Daniel Gafford is hurt a lot also, but he's the healthy one right now for 2 injury-prone centers that they have. So I just look at it like unless we go after someone, I don't want Mitchell Robinson next year because he's always hurt. Hence the 2021 run. I just want us to actually draft a center now. You know, if we slip to like 7 or something like that, then Pete might be a Pete or Mike's guy might be a option. But yeah, no, I don't think he's moving.
That's another conversation though.
Yeah, I know he don't, but I mean he's good around the basket offensively. I thought you would love that, Matt.
No, we're turning our identity.
Pete is like another Onyeka.
No, but Pete is what
6'8".
I thought he was 6'10". My bad.
No, he's just another Onyeka.
He's 6'8".
Nah, forget.
He's another Onyeka.
Him and Kareem Lopez.
I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna draft a center, if Chris Sinak comes out of this year, you will want to take him.
He's 6'10".
Quaint is it
yeah, but he's 6'10".
Q out of Kentucky is 7 foot, but he hasn't played.
What about the 7-footer? What about the 7-footer at Carolina?
I'll take a chance on him. Yeah, him or Vesson.
In Kentucky, that's what I said.
I like Chris Sinak.
Well, Quaintons is 6'10". It depends if he actually.
They got Sinak at 6'11". Man, my boy can already shoot the 3.
The 7-footer at Carolina.
I'm gonna tell you, man. University of Houston big men are very. Actually, any University of Houston player in the league is very physical.
I don't know about him, man. I seen little guard snag on him, Matt.
Henry
Matt, he legit 7 foot. It ain't like he's short like he got the tongue. and they
He
be
averages
snagging on him.
16.9, 9.2 rebounds.
And as you know, Larry,
Who?
you know, like any
Who,
Carolina player,
Carolina
super
V-Star.
sharp.
I need you to
Passing,
stop. I need you to stop and get off the
shooting.
Caleb Wilson train.
Woo.
I need you to stop, Matt, and get off the Caleb Wilson train. I need you to stop right now.
I got him
need
top.
you-
I got him
No.
top 3.
Kingston
I got him
Fleming.
top 3. Top 3,
Yeah.
Larry. Top 3.
I agree, but I need you to get. No, I need you, sir, to stop that right now.
What y'all think of Kingston?
I don't need you. I don't need you turning the fan base on
Mind
Caleb
rocking with my boy
before he even become a Hawk.
Kingston Fleming.
So you would drive him over AJ?
Look, I ain't really watching too much. That's
I want Peterson.
Yeah, at UH.
No, I wouldn't draft him over AJ.
Who?
I would draft him over DP though.
What? Who we talking about?
Caleb
Caleb Wilson. Hey, I've been on the Caleb Wilson train.
I would draft him over AJ personally.
Caleb Wilson.
I'm not.
Caleb Wilson is like he's like 6'9", but he don't
I
play.
think he could play next. I think he could play next to JJ, and you just move Zach up. So
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, possible.
No, you would bench on Yeka.
I don't think that's gonna
No.
happen though. I think no is the permanent shooting guard. I think
I think so.
Dyson the
Larry, you know, I was
permanent
watching the
guard.
game today and I had an epiphany on Nah. Because I'm like, okay, I know he's not a very good playmaker, but I saw him directing traffic. And I realized the lack of playmaking is definitely a concern because his scoring can't elevate anybody if you can't really make the plays off motion.
Off of it, yeah.
At the same time, I don't mind that if he's not turning the ball over. The problem is like when he tries to give it up, he's really turning that thing over.
The pieces fit right now. Because you only got one non-shooter on the court. Normally it's your center. Now it's your point guard. But again, I seen Rondo not be able to shoot.
Don't you do it, Larry. Don't do it.
I'm just
Larry, what Dyson Daniels basically is giving us is like what Ben Simmons used to give guys. Like,
Stop.
Can Rondo shoot when they won a championship?
Like Ben Simmons, okay.
Am I tripping?
He couldn't shoot.
Rondo couldn't shoot, but I'm just saying
No.
Ben Simmons
when they won
and
a
Dyson
championship.
pretty much got the same game.
We're talking about a Hall of Famer. We're talking about a dude that made
Rondo
4
no Hall of
All-NBA
Famer.
teams. Rondo.
Rondo probably goes to the Hall.
Yeah, he probably did.
We talking about a Hall of Famer. And
This era, so Larry, this era of Hall of Fame guys is going to be interesting because a lot of the dudes aren't going to have the typical accolades because it was so much talent. But that doesn't.
He's a great passer, man. He was a great
I think
passer and defender. Yeah, he's a great passer and defender, man.
Great passer. This guy that we got.
Rondo won the championship with the Lakers and the Celtics. He's
Oh
definitely
no. Dyson can't touch Rondo on passing. Like I know that.
Nobody can. But I think Dyson is very similar on offense in transition to what Ben Simmons was. I think he has
Ben
more.
Simmons rarely turned the ball over in transition.
But Dyson doesn't turn the ball over.
What?
He doesn't.
Now we just lying.
We're not. I'm not lying.
Did you
Dyson,
see the game?
How many times do you think Dyson Daniels turns the ball over, Matt?
I don't know how many times he turns over a game, but tonight I know he turned it over several times.
He averaged 2 turnovers, man.
And how, like 2 turnovers.
Yeah, he did. Hold on, let me go back and check.
That's
how many turnovers he had tonight, Larry?
That would be
let me look. I'm looking at it right now. He had 3 tonight, though.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He had several.
Yeah,
he had 3. He had 3 turnovers tonight to 9 assists. So he was right in line with his assist to turnover ratio.
But Jay, it's the reason why Quinn said Onyeka is the best playmaker on the team.
Man, he's just giving Onyeka some props.
Man,
I'm not knocking him on that.
Man is not the best playmaker.
He's not. But
you gotta Jay. There's a difference, Jay.
You
There's
just
a
don't like
difference
Dyson.
between.
You just don't like Dyson.
No, Jay. It's a difference between giving somebody the ball, right, and being a playmaker. If I go to the basket and I stop, right, and I pass you the ball,
he don't want to read that. He doesn't want to read that
because I say it all the time. You can manufacture numbers however you want them to be. But he doesn't play.
3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio on the team.
He doesn't play make. He doesn't get guys open.
So how does
Yes, he do.
No, he doesn't.
What does he do then?
He drives and kick and get. He did it today. What are you talking? All right, man.
What are
Whatever.
you talking about? He
How
finds
does-
Man, he does, man.
How does Double O get people over?
No, he
Double
goes to
O
the
is dribble
lane.
handoff, bro.
No, he goes to the lane, stops, plays twister, and he gives it to Naw or Jalen, who individually scores. That's counted as an assist. So look at his 9 assists. You said he had 9 assists. Go and look at his 9 assists and look how many of those.
I saw Dyson make some extremely high level reads in transition when he got it to give it to find Nah. I saw him make some game breaking passes on Luke on some cuts.
Dyson averaged
I don't see the game the same way.
2.2 turnovers a game.
So Matt, I think the problem is, right, you kind of had the same disease that a lot of Hawks fans had with Trae Young, where like you guys are used to being entertained by numbers in a certain play style, but I don't think that you know what winning basketball really looks like. So when you see a guy like Dyson Daniels do what he does, I don't think your brain knows how many ways he's impacted the game of basketball beyond the box.
Damn, Matt, your brain don't know.
But
there's Mikey. Mikey saved you, Jay. Mikey saved you. Mikey really saved you, Jay.
I don't think a lot of Hawks fans know what winning basketball.
Mikey really saved you, Jay.
Matt, you said your brain don't know what.
Mikey really saved you, Jay. And Mora not here to back you up either.
Jay, you know what?
Y'all don't know what winning basketball.
Jay, you know what?
I've seen over 60-something years of winning basketball,
Jay,
and it comes hold on, and it comes in many different forms. Winning basketball comes in many different forms.
Oh, that would definitely be the call.
It was to that.
Jay, you know what? Jay.
Yeah, it was to that. I said he has a disease like a lot of Hawks fans where you're entertained.
You know what?
Well, when you say a lot of Hawks fans, you include it.
I'll make it even more general because I don't think it's just Hawks fans. It's I think it's basketball.
Dyson over the past 2 games.
Okay.
Basketball fans.
Hey, Mikey.
They don't understand that what's entertaining you is not what wins basketball.
Jay, you know what?
But see, that's the thing. Winning comes in entertaining forms, and winning comes in gritty and grimy forms also. Basketball winning comes in many different forms. Okay.
You always have to have these players like Dyson Daniels on any type of championship.
And Jay,
you literally need these kind of guys.
But hold on. But Jay,
but they can be a detriment too.
But Jay,
anybody can be a detriment.
Jay, 2 things. One,
so they can help you win, and sometimes they can help you lose too. Because see, if I need scoring out of Dyson Daniels and nobody else is scoring out there, and Dyson Daniels doing that doggone flippity flip shot he's doing out there missing. Now, God darn it, Dyson, why can't you shoot a normal jump shot, Dyson? And really that gets on my nerves because see, the thing is that hey.
Look,
I'm looking at NBA players as being the best in the world. They're supposed to be able to do way more than I was able to do when I was coming up and trying to aspire to be an NBA player. Okay. And I see you sitting up here getting away with that flippity flip mess and missing. And you sitting up here, you'll take a 3-pointer and it looks like you unfolding a damn lawn chair every time, like Okongu used to be.
You don't think Dyson had a good game, John?
Oh yeah. He had a good game. He had a good game. He had a good game tonight. He had a good game tonight. But my point is that if I have to rely, okay, if Dyson Daniels is the only one hitting,
wall of power,
you know, if he's the only one hitting, he's the only one shooting, I have to rely upon him to get me at least 25, 30 points. I can't look at what he did tonight and say, I don't know.
You should never count on him to get.
You're not counting on him to do that. You're counting on him to play.
Oh yes, I'm counting on everybody that's on that floor to be able to take over.
Don't ever compare
you put him on my floor. If you put 5 basketball players on my floor, I want all 5 of them to be able to do something.
Hold on, Matt. Yeah, y'all let Mikey
Yeah, let
But
Mikey.
Mikey, go ahead. We want to hear the Kabrinsky
I know
report.
we got a later show than normal now. We ain't finna be up
Look, the biggest thing with Dyson specifically, and then I'll get to a couple points about the game that I saw. The biggest thing about Dyson specifically now versus the first 3 weeks, 1.5 months of the season is when we know he can get to the paint anytime he wants. He's always in the paint against anybody, but he's actually looking to score when he gets there now, instead of getting to the paint, saying, "Oh no, I'm in the paint," and trying to look for somebody to pass to. That's what we saw Dyson do for like the first 3 weeks of the season. It looked really bad. It was not good. Really hurting us. Really hurting the Hawks spacing. But now you're seeing him get to the paint with ease the past 2 games, and he's looked to score, and it resulted in much better games. Yeah, Dyson over the past 2 games has been really good. Really good.
Mikey, I just got a question. Mikey, I just got a question. Go ahead. I just got a question. Can we legitimately say he's getting to the basket when they don't pick him up until he gets to the basket?
That's called taking advantage of how a team goes.
I just don't think you understand the game of basketball, bro.
Mikey, if we're playing 1-on-1, right?
Yo,
and
that makes it harder. They're sitting in the paint waiting for you.
No.
It's not 1-on-1. It's a team game. It's 5-on-5.
That's never played basketball.
Hey, I understand what Matt's saying. I get what Matt is saying.
Mikey, if we playing 1-on-1, Mikey, if we're playing 1-on-1, right? And I'm at the top of the key, and you're literally underneath.
Mikey, which is never gonna happen because Matt ain't gonna pull up.
Matt ain't never played that.
Mikey, if you're standing under the rim, Mikey.
Now Mikey said he understood what Matt was getting ready to say.
No. He's making no. I understand the point he's making. I understand the point
Mikey, if you're standing underneath the rim, right, and I'm at the top of the 3-point line.
First of all, they're not underneath the rim, or they'll get 3 seconds, Matt. You don't understand basketball.
No, Larry.
They're right outside the key. They're right outside the key. Stop lying.
Let him finish.
Larry, they can easily step in a dunker spot and step right back, so it's not a 3-second. But anyway, if you're standing under the rim, Mikey, right, and I'm at the top of the 3, and ain't nobody near me, ain't nobody within 10 feet of me, right, and I get to the rim, and you step up, right, as I get to the rim, would I consider that me driving to the? I mean, I wouldn't consider that. No,
it's good test.
Like the lane's wide open.
Here's why I consider it. Here's why I consider it.
The lane's wide open.
Bro, what are you saying?
You just answer your own question, Matt.
He drove into the defense.
You just said it was wide open. It's wide open.
But it's wide open for a reason.
Draymond, look, this happens to Draymond. This happens to Draymond too. Why do you think Draymond made such a living offensively when he was always like considered a liability on that end? Why do you think the Warriors' offense worked so well with him at the helm for so many years?
Because
he's an exceptional passer.
Yes, because he's an exceptional passer. But exceptional passers, you can't give them the space to be able to see the entire floor. You have to get up in their face. That's why, like, when players like Jokic, players like Luka, players like Draymond, who can see over defenders that they're being guarded by, you have to get up in their face to make them uncomfortable. If you give them that space, they're going to be able to see the entirety of the floor and pick apart your defense. So we know Draymond has
do that with Dyson because he has a quick step.
Dyson has ever since Trey Young went down with the quad injury, and now obviously he's gone, but with that quad injury, Dyson has been doing a much better job of seeing that floor and taking advantage when teams are putting the center on him because he can see the floor better than he could last season. It's been a simple improvement.
But Mikey, if they're not picking
that's
him
not
up until
that's not like blazing Dyson. That's just watching. But Mikey, like with Draymond, they play up on Draymond. They press up on Draymond. So
no, they don't.
Yes,
they
do.
What they should do. No, they do. No, Larry, they do.
But they don't. But
no, Dyson was playing in the paint.
Mikey, they don't do
this game
because I'm about to give it.
But Mikey, they don't do that. They don't do that with Dyson until he's in the paint. They don't guard him up. They don't.
That's him taking advantage of that space. That's him taking advantage of that space.
They're not going to press him.
But why is he? But Mikey, why is he afforded that space?
Matt,
because he can't shoot.
It's not even that. Matt, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's not even that. If they press up on Dyson, he's gonna run past you because
He's gonna blow past them.
Yes, Matt, they're
his
right.
first step is
Matt,
very
you're
fast.
right. But
He
anyway,
is going to
Like,
blow past
he'll
them.
bully if you're a
Hold on.
smaller player, he'll put his shoulder down. And he'll just
He
move
blew
out
by
the way.
Draymond.
And he
He
has a
blew
really
by that
good
center
counter.
that they put on him.
If he feels the contact,
let me
he
bring up a
spins.
couple points about today's game. Hold on. Let me bring.
Yeah, go ahead,
because I said this on the podcast. Obviously, I think Jalen had a great game. I think Onyeka was after a rough first quarter on the boards. I think he was excellent throughout the entire game after that. But specifically with Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I discussed this on the pod. We knew the Hawks were getting a premier screen navigator tonight. We obviously the 20-point score Nickeil Alexander-Walker that the Hawks are getting. I don't think any of us predicted that. But you saw tonight how his screen navigation can blow up so many Warriors 3-point plays. How many moving screens were called on the Warriors tonight? How many times was Steph? Now, yes, he's going to hit some ridiculous shots. He's Steph Curry. The Warriors hit some ridiculous shots in that first half. But Nickeil Alexander-Walker on defense tonight, I thought it was one of his most complete defensive performances of the season. I thought he was excellent there. Excellent.
He was. Mikey, you know what Nickeil does? Nickeil is like his cousin, just the opposite. He flops on defense. So he draws the charges. No, he's one of the elite drawing charges. So he fights around the pick. He's known to get around the pick, but if you stick that hip out, he's gonna stick his leg out and make sure you trip him up.
It's a good move.
Good move. Guys, if you don't notice that, like Nickeil Alexander,
that's a good point.
Is the opposite of his cousin. You can tell how they played when they were younger. He shot the ball. His brother did both, but he was a point guard. He played better defense. Yeah, and you can tell how they grew up, man. You can see it on the wall. The Walkers know how to get their fouls. You know what I'm saying? They'll get their fouls. Like
two of the guys I want to get to.
I'll say no, it's more ethical because it's on defense. And
I like Shea more than most people. I honestly
look. We don't need to turn into that or whatever. It is what it is. He's a top promoted guy. He's a John Cena of the NBA now. So it is what it is. One thing that you said that I think with like no one saw the 20 points. No one. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I did say
hang on. Before we do that, let Mikey finish his point.
I want to go to two more players.
Yeah.
First, Luke Kennard. I got clowned at the beginning of the season. I did, rightfully so. He was playing terribly. Damon was on me about Luke Kennard. I gotta say, I wasn't wrong. I was just late.
Okay, that's fine.
Luke Kennard is finally producing, and he's finally being aggressive after the first 1.5 months of the season. Finally seeing the shooting coming back. And then lastly, I want to get to the new guys, Corey Kispert, CJ McCollum. I think with CJ, obviously didn't shoot the ball well, but you saw how his shot creation can bail out some of those times with the second unit that they don't get into good offense. He hit some tough mid-range fadeaways, and also his passing was surprisingly actually pretty good. I also think a reason why the efficiency was so down for both Corey Kispert and McCollum were because if you notice, all of their shots that they took tonight were never in rhythm. They were almost. I think you had CJ take one or two open threes and he missed, but all the shots were like forced or they were difficult ones. And I think as they get into the offensive system, as they get into integrating with their new teammates, those shots will come easier. So I think both guys were fine. And for Kispert, you could see kind of what I was talking about with how he processes quickly. He had some decisions on the ball with his passes that were really quick. On the ball, when he puts the ball on the floor, I think that's got to be quicker to adjust to the offense. But overall, I thought it was an okay debut for those guys.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with those guys. I think the CJ is interesting because do you feel like he's going to end with those three guys?
You heard me. My bad, guys. But yeah, so it's again, we're gonna make this final thoughts.
Okay. All right. Final thoughts.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Red.
You wanna go? Okay. You can go further, Red.
Yeah, I guess so. Final thoughts. I hope the Lakers ready for the Hawks on Tuesday, man. Because what we balling right now, man, we coming, and we coming and kicking butt and they need the name. So I like the way we playing right now. I hope it gets better. Just keep the consistency going. Quinn, well, forget Quinn. Players, keep the consistency going. Do what we're doing, like keep that defense playing strong. And we're gonna see where we are next week. Hopefully, we'll be on a 6-game winning streak.
Go ahead, John.
I want to give my time to Mikey for him to answer a question. What's going on with Porzingis, Mikey? What is the prognosis? What's up?
What are they saying? Achilles tendonitis? That was what was bothering Trey for that entire season last year. And then they kept listing improbable, but Kristaps has been questionable. So I'm assuming it's just got a bit worse. Also, it doesn't help that he's 7'3". I mean, I got no information about that, if that's what you're trying to get out of me. But
the POTS. What about the disease he's suffering from? Has that been?
I mean, I got nothing.
Okay,
No,
that's all. I gave my time to Mikey. Go ahead. Whoever's in it.
Oh, okay.
Great win. Also, since I want to bring up, since Matt said that Dyson isn't Draymond. Draymond had 5 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. So he didn't do nothing better than Dyson tonight.
He's 37. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't care what I said. You said don't compare him. Whatever, man. Look, man, Dyson is the guard version of Draymond. That's what it is. Okay. Draymond is a stronger guy. You want a guy like that to be the anchor of your defense because he's actually a power forward. But he's like 1 inch taller than, but way stronger. I mean, he can handle centers and power forward. Dyson is on the perimeter. So yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah, good win. Let's sweep the Lakers, and then let's offer something for Hanson Yang. That's it.
Yeah, he pushing for it. Go.
He's been bad. He's been bad.
I know, but hey, whatever.
College Park.
Hey, College Park got a great development squad.
You know.
Let me say one more thing, Mike. It's good that the Hawks are actually leading the NBA in assists. I did notice that.
That's Quinn Snyder.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. We're number 1 in defense since New Year's Eve.
Man, that's extremely misleading. But anyway, extremely
at least my stat was right, Matt. Right?
I mean, yeah, good this week.
Misleading.
Very misleading. Very misleading.
How is that misleading?
We played a high school team in Denver.
Man,
we played a team in Minnesota. A team in Minnesota
that same high school team in Denver. Hold on. That same high school team in Denver just beat Milwaukee.
Mike, I said earlier, everybody has a good night.
Whatever, man.
Every good team has a good night. I mean, every team has a good night across the league. I mean, it is what it is.
Why do we always have to be a team at full strength? Why we always have to be a team?
Look. The defense. The defense is very misleading. I mean, come on now. Like we played it.
They were very good.
We played a Minnesota team that went to the club before the game. Clearly, a Denver team that's a high school team. I don't even know who else did we play. How many games have we had in December? I mean, in January.
The Pelicans 4? And the Warriors.
Oh yeah, the Pelicans, the worst team in the league.
It's just gonna find any flaw in any win.
The Pelicans, the worst team in the league.
Because we keep talking about Trey, not Onyeka.
No. It has nothing to do with Onyeka. I'm just saying,
and we like Dyson.
It's weird. It's weird that like all these stats come up like after we play Toronto, but like it's the same. Anyway, whatever. Cool. Look, for tonight's game, we won, so good job. I'm not like Jay and the rest of them about to throw a parade.
Oh, that means the below stat don't mean that then, right? Right?
The game, it was a good win.
No. That means the stats double O gets and what? They don't mean that.
It was a good.
Highlight Sports Society's comment.
Yeah, I know. It's funny.
It better be some good cash now. You know what I mean? If we're talking a couple million, if we talking a couple million, we could talk. But
I
look,
mean, shit, I bet it goes for less than Kobe Bucky.
Nah.
I bet it goes less for Trey Young.
Nah.
Kobe
But look,
got 100 bands. You probably
this was
get
this was a good win. This was a good win. It was not a great win. It was not a sensational win. It was not the best defense I've seen all season.
They were 7.5-point underdogs.
A lot of the things that I heard tonight on the panel, it wasn't all that. It was a good win, a good solid win, right? We played. I will say we did lean into how we want to play as far as sharing the ball, the defensive rotations. So like our style matched what the identity is supposed to be. So I will give kudos to that.
And who built that? Who built that?
Quinn.
Not Onsi.
I think you forgot one person.
Not Onsi.
No, Quinn.
And Quinn.
Not Onsi.
Oh.
Well, Onsi.
No. He's saying that Onsi didn't build his team, Mikey.
Yeah,
he said Onsi is incompetent.
Jalen Johnson was here long before Onsi got here. Okay, so
he said Onsi is incompetent.
He is his team, but overall his team building. Just because you play to your identity one night doesn't mean he built a great team. Okay. Anyway,
that's fair.
He didn't build a great team. But look, like I said, overall, like good win, not a great win. Let's see what we could do going forward. CJ, I have a little bit concerns with CJ. Like if CJ, Jalen, and Dyson are all on the court together, I have some concerns about that. But we'll talk about that later. But I have some concerns about that. But good win. Jay, you can go ahead and throw your parade now, but good win.
There's no parade. I saw the team without Trey Young, like everybody else. And I see what they was missing. I kept saying you want this combo guard. And the guy who I had in my mind, not the player, but the offensive style, the offensive ability would be CJ McCollum. And I think he's a great veteran. I think he does the things that you want him to do. He more importantly buys you time to find his offensive skill set with maybe a better defensive player, maybe a bigger guy down the road. But he's a good stopgap. I see what the team is. You see the vision of these long, athletic, shooting at every position, all these big wings, big players. I like it. I like the direction we're going. I talked about it before on the podcast, not on the platform, about the Hawks unfortunately have two things that led to success in a 5-year span. One was a team-oriented style, 60 wins, who the offense was built by Quinn Snyder. A big part of the reason why they wanted him back, right? Because he built that offense. That got you to a conference finals. The other one was with Trey Young. And that was a superstar going nuclear, and you getting the right matchups. So now you're splitting the difference. You have you have actual all-star level players that can really score the ball and play defense. But they're going back to the 60-win style. And I'm very excited to see how this goes because I personally believe that is the identity of who this franchise should be going forward. Just like the Pistons, whenever they're good and the contender, they're physical on defense. They redo the bad boy era, just different ways. I think our identity should just be this team basketball, egalitarian. Every era the Hawks play, you should be recreating this with different players. It's gonna win regular season games. We'll see if having stars leads you to playoff wins. But I like where we're going. I think it was on you, Mikey.
All right. I think the defense has been good overall. Now we were saying that about a month and a half ago, and then the defense absolutely took a turn to the worst before Trey Young got back healthy. So we need to see the consistency out of this defense a little bit longer. I think, Jay, before we can establish that this is a good defensive team overall, because we did see them become a top 10 defense for a month and a half, and then become a bottom 3 defense for a whole month. So I think we got to see a little bit longer about the defense to give a little bit of acknowledgement to what Matt was saying. But overall, I thought tonight's win specifically was a great win. Defense, offense was pretty good. I do like where they're going. The biggest thing for me to keep up this consistency is we know that they're going to force a lot of turnovers on the other teams, but how many times can they get stops without turning the ball over? I think that's going to be something that's going to be really important for this team moving forward. But offensively, I do like the fit where they're going. Jalen's obviously playing at an All-NBA level, and if he continues to do that, with the way that Onyeka is playing as well, I don't see the offense having too much trouble with that without Trae Young. That was obviously a concern, and the stats do show that offensively the Hawks have been a below average team without Trae Young on the floor, even with his struggles so far this season. So, well, not so far, he's gone anymore, but that's going to be an important part to figure out on the floor. And regarding Onyeka, this is my last point. Regarding Onyeka, I'm all for, look, if the Hawks want to trade for an upgrade at starting center or even size to back up Onyeka at the backup 5, I'm all for that. But I think a lot of people suggesting that the Hawks should move off of Onyeka while he's on that valuable contract and the way he's producing, to me that's actually crazy. I don't think the Hawks should ever consider trading Onyeka Okongwu unless the package is extremely good. The only reason that I think they would is for a star player that's that same position. Otherwise, they should keep him and maybe try to see if they could bring an upgrade if they want to ahead of him. But they shouldn't move him specifically in that scenario, I don't think.
Mike, you can add one thing to what you said about the offense. I think CJ fixes a lot of the offensive problems that because you didn't have a guy like him before, and he's a guy that creates his own shot. Like, that's why I said you need this combo. You need the combo guard with his offensive skill set because he gives you the closer. He gives you the guy that's going to get the tough buckets. And he knows, unlike Nikhil, which I really do love Nikhil's game, he can make the plays without turning it over. So I think I think you'll see the defense.
He's going to really help him. He's going to really help him. Yeah.
Right. But like the Hawks had to exert so much energy on defense during that stretch to me because they were struggling to score for so long. So I think you can build more upon the leads that you do get without, cratering or compromising a lot of the defense. I think that's the path to consistency is you fix more of the offensive things in the half court so you can play slower. Until you adjust, I heard Steve Koonin talk, but like the big thing they got to address is rebounding and physicality. So until they address,
we all know they need another center.
Yeah, we need one more guy. Unless KP stays healthy, then you got the guy. But
if I can add, everybody went yet?
Yeah, it's you. But it's your closing
thoughts.
Does Mike want to go?
It's like this. If you looked at what the possibilities are tonight, I mean, from just looking at this team, they're endless. People, shitting on that CJ. I mean, CJ and Kesper coming in. Those two guys are exactly what we need, in my opinion. Right? Got another shooter. You got a vet and CJ who can who's a damn bucket. Did he hit like 50 on this last time? He's a bucket.
46. And he had a tough bucket before halftime.
Yeah, so I ain't even worried about it. And then see this is another thing. People talking about, well, they need time to gel. Bro, they're best basketball players.
No, they do. I think they need time to gel. Because you saw a lot of their shots.
Listen. What I'm talking about, they don't need that much time. Is my whole point, Mike. They don't need like, I need a whole week, 2 weeks, all these games and all this other stuff. That's all I'm talking about. They're gonna figure it out pretty quick. Excuse me. This just show if their shots was falling, we'll be like, oh boy, they fit right in if the shots fail. So it's like this. I'm gonna tell you what I see. What I saw. Something was going on during that run when that defense got bad. Something was going on with the organization.
Yeah, he stole my thumb.
Right. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hard to see.
I think that's when they decided to pull the trigger on the Trey trade.
We actually know when it happened. Kind of. We know when KP went down and Trey came back and it wasn't working. that's when we know that Trey kind of requested. It came out in that article. Who was it from? I don't remember what article it was from, but it kind of seemed that way from what the author wrote. Apologies, I'm forgetting his name, forgetting who
I
wrote
think
it.
it was the players only meeting. That's when they, before the Knicks game, after the Miami Heat game, I think that's when everybody was like, it's not going to work with Trey.
Well, I'm tell you like this.
That's when it.
Because they started losing, Jake. They started losing.
Let me go ahead and finish real quick.
No,
Trey was
they were
already
losing
dead.
before that.
Trey was
That's why
already
they had
dead
the
man
players
walking.
on and me.
Trey was. I keep telling Trey was already dead man walking. That's I used to listen to everybody. Oh, they just give it a year to prove it. Yeah, ain't no damn. He was already gone, bro. I tried to tell people what was going on, but they wouldn't listen.
Well,
So
this is a stupid
Can
plan.
I finish?
They weren't listening for it because that was your opinion. You had inside information.
I didn't have inside information.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. Not on that one.
Yeah,
I'll tell
you
you what happened. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. See, a lot of things, I guess because I'm, John, you should know, because I'm older, it's just fucking common sense. If you can connect the dots.
I understand that part. I understand that part.
So,
But
but
see,
let me go
you
ahead.
have had inside information and stuff.
No,
before.
not a lot. I did like a year ago, and y'all might see something come soon.
See, look at it. Look at it. Hey, there you go again.
Hey, but check this out though. Check this out.
So you can end it though, but shoot, yeah.
Yeah, I end it. Hey,
Where you going, Mike?
Mike going to bed.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Mike, you sleeping?
Let me finish real quick. Let me finish real quick. So, Mike, I end it, man. If you going look, check this out, guys. We're in a great position.
Mike.
And we're in a great position to really compete this year. Right? And I don't think we're finished. You know, it's gonna be dependent on KP, what's gonna happen with that situation. But as far as our core, and as they continue to play, the young guys now, you did tonight, it was a lot of confidence across the board on both ends of the floor. They trusted one another and they got after it, right? Hey man, just play with that energy. So like I said, we fine. And we moving on. Next chapter. I think, when Ansi finished, Matt he hate Ansi now, boy.
I don't know how he does, but yeah.
Hey, Mike, you should have heard him after Trey got traded when he came up.
Oh, I didn't come on a show, but I heard him.
Well, for the record, I said Ansi was terrible over the summer. So
whatever.
It's not because I just want to be clear. It's not because of Trey Young.
Man, he just doesn't do what you would like, but he's building a great
Kobe
program.
Buffett got traded, we know, but it's all right.
No, even before that.
Hey, okay, whatever you said.
The Hawks were mid.
Whatever you said, man.
I think OT's done a good job.
I think it's a lot of moves to make.
I think OT's done a good job.
Oh, he's done an excellent job.
Great job.
I don't think so.
Hey, Foot, you know what I'll say too about the Trey Young thing, because everybody keeps saying, we should have traded Trey sooner and blah blah blah. Because I think I agree with Steve Koonin when I listened to his interview on 929. 2 years, like there was never a good time to trade Trey. And when people feel like you should have moved on from Trey, you wouldn't have done the deal. So everybody says you should have moved Trey 2 years ago. Well, 2 years ago, you had just finished year one of DeJounte Murray and Trey Young. And you just bought in Quinn. So it's like you gave up 3 picks for DeJounte. It wasn't the time to go and shake it up.
And also, Jay, to add to your point, Damon was talking about how, maybe if there was an idea to trade Trey, it should have been done last offseason or, this past summer. But when you made those upgrades with KP, with Nikhil, with Luke, and say the team's 5 games over 500 right now, would you have been saying, man, what would this have looked like with Trey Young? So there, I think it's a fair point. I don't think it's a crazy argument to say the Hawks should have moved off of him years ago. I don't. But I also don't think that you can just say that it was actually so stupid, like there was no other solution. Like they,
But
This
Mike,
wasn't the
Mike,
only
let me
time
push
you would have
back on
gotten
that, Mike.
maximum value.
but
you could have
Mikey,
wanted to move him years
but-
ago.
Hold on,
but
let
Mikey,
I'll let y'all talk. I mean, I was in the background. Let me push back on that, Mikey, because
Okay.
here's my thing. You know, with this whole just see what we're gonna be with what we had. There's game film on what he does.
I know.
Right? Trey was first thing I said. This once this team was put together, this team right here. First thing I said on here, everywhere, Trey does not fit. His style of play, what he gives you on the defensive end, his size. It wasn't personal. It was basketball. He does not fit.
That's fair.
But it's
That's
always
fair.
said
I
that.
think I use that argument.
So when I'm telling folks this stuff, I'm taking headshots. Now you started to see a lot of people saying the same thing.
No, yeah, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. And I actually used your argument right there when people push back on me saying, well, it was only 46 minutes that KP, Trey, and Jalen Johnson were together. Like you could see off the film, like it was not going to work.
But Mikey, my position is, and I've said this from the beginning, this is clear they did not anticipate this. If they anticipated moving Trey Young,
they did. Yeah, they did.
6 months ago, they clearly did not. Even if you read the articles,
from the people
after the contract negotiations fell through, they never offered the extension. That was at the point where you could have seen, all right, this is a possibility, could be even likely that he is moved. At that point, I think was where the writing was on the wall.
They wanted look. They just wanted to see if it could work with Trey. If he could,
he was when they didn't stand.
I think if they were winning games, they wouldn't have traded Trey for it. I think if Trey didn't get hurt and you were winning, you wouldn't have traded him.
I agree with that, Jay.
My whole point. Hold on, Jay.
My thing is you had to see it.
No. Listen, what I just said.
Jay and I are on the same stance.
He did not fit. Right? If you if you understand the game, you look at the basketball. He did not fit.
Hold on.
Those guys getting hurt, right? Really showed that, right? Because again, that's just how it was. Oh, let me go back, Mikey. You said something about Luke Kennard, right? So maybe me and you the only one been on Luke Kennard. We know why he was brought here. Dude is a 40% 3-point shooter. He was brought here to shoot. What do shooters do, Mike? What do shooters do, Mikey?
They shoot.
These guys, some of these people need to understand. They trashing. Oh, Luke need to go lead. We need to. Oh, now they love him tonight. That's why he was. We know he was.
I'm still team. You use his expiring for because I just don't. I just think you just have too many of these guys.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I think he can bring you the backup.
Of course, Jay.
Yes.
Like if there's a deal there, I think you
do it.
Yeah, because it's like you are. That's what Corey Kispert in theory is what Luke Kennard is.
Yeah, and Kispert also. Kispert's not on a terrible contract. Like it's not great, but it's not terrible.
But I don't know because it's basically MLE money and it goes down every year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day, he's a career 11-point a game scorer off the bench, 38%
on a tankathon team.
Right, but I'm just saying, the reason why I say that, Mikey, is because Quinn Snyder's system with a guy like that is scoreflation.
I agree.
So I definitely think he can average 11, 12 points and shoot 38% for Quinn Snyder and play good defense and help you out on the boards. Like that's not unreasonable. Like and even if you don't like him, he has so much value as a positive role player around the league, making effectively the MLE. You can trade him down the line. So
great points.
Like you heard me when everyone was saying, "Well, why didn't you get the draft pick?" I'm like, bro, you don't want the 30th pick in the draft.
Yeah, I didn't come on. I didn't know. I don't know if you guys discussed the Quickly deal on this show.
I'm glad the Hawks didn't do that.
I'm glad they didn't take that. Quickly's contract is horrendous.
It's terrible. And I won't say I'm glad they didn't do it until I know what exactly the picks were. If they were but I guess we kind of can infer that the picks probably weren't great. Like if they were offering us 3 unprotected first picks and you had to eat the quit, but I could imagine they probably did not offer. They might have offered like
the Pacers pick last year that they ended up using in the Brandon Ingram trade. You know, like you just never know what the draft capital truly was. It could have been a couple of seconds, but yeah, I don't know. I'm happy that they did not take the kids. They didn't take the Luke.
At the very least, you use that deal to negotiate a better deal for you know.
What deal? That deal came, Matt. That deal came last February.
No, I got you. But still,
I gotta head out because I gotta wait. I'll see y'all.
But still, you use it. But still, you can use.
All right, Mikey.
You can use leverage to negotiate a better deal, which we did.
You got a great deal. I don't think you understand, man. You need to go listen to Rich Paul and Max Kellerman break down the Trae Young trade before it happened. Because there wasn't a big trade market.
I'm talking about even Washington, even where he got traded to.
What did you want to get back from Washington that's better than what you got?
I wouldn't have taken back a contract because the whole idea around trading Trey was defensively we were tired of covering up for his defensive woes. The money that we were going to get, the books, right? The clearing of the books that we were going to get from him moving on, right? Like those were the two main reasons why people wanted to trade him. Like when you did the trade, you took back money. So the money that you thought you opened up is no longer that big money that you thought. So
what are you talking about, man?
Listen.
Listen. Let me stop you.
Listen. You're not listening. You're not listening.
Whose money did you take back? CJ McCullough? who's Corey Kispert? That's the money you're talking about.
You took back Kispert's $13 million. That's going to be 14 next year. So the 42 million
every year after that, and you got
I get that. The 42 million that you were getting off of now is 30 million, right? And according to some cap projections today, it's 28 million.
No, Matt. You are getting 40. You're still getting almost $40 million off the books because Trae Young's player option was for 50 million. It happened in this cap environment where he makes 45 and you shave 2 million off the payroll. And the only thing that you have committed to next year is $13 million, $14 million for Corey Kispert, which we talked about it. If Luke Kennard is worth 11 for what he does, then Kispert, it's not unreasonable for you to pay Kispert 14. And his money goes down every year and you get a team option. He has real value. So unless you were going to take back a Malachi Brandon and a pick who can't help you this year or next year for a role player, like that's what I don't understand. Everyone's talking about the 30th pick, the OKC pick. That's the 30th pick in the draft. You would rather have picked 31 in the second round where you don't have to give a guy a guaranteed contract than pick 30.
No, I would for the deal that we got, I would have rather let Trae Young walk. For the deal that we got,
bro, you don't make no sense.
I would have let him walk because I would.
No, you want to see.
Here's the thing, Matt. Here's the thing, Matt. You don't control if he walks or not. You don't. Because
yes, you do.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, you do because you know.
How do you control that?
Because you know, one, he wanted to go somewhere that was going to give him a long-term extension.
No. Everybody is he's going to opt into the $50 million. That is the
he said himself.
I don't care what he said.
He said himself he didn't want to play on the deal. He didn't want to play on a 1-year deal.
Matt, that doesn't matter. That literally does not matter. You do not control whether he said whatever he said.
Even if he opted in, even if he opted into his contract, right? Yeah. I can still trade him. Even if
you traded him already. You don't have to worry about it. You traded him already. And you got money for off season.
Like I said,
that's going to be better than the 30th pick in the draft.
He's off the book. We ain't got to worry about it. He's gone.
I disagree. The $29 million that you got from saving, the $29 million.
But it's more than $29 million.
It's not. No, it's not. Jay, it's 29.
Matt, what is your point? What's your point?
Please tell.
My point is. It goes back to I do not think they have a clear plan.
No. Now you're talking about something else, bro. Come on. Stay on. What I'm trying to make. What's your point?
He wanted
Even
a
if you
draft pick.
even if you moved off a Trey, which is fine. I don't care about that.
He
I
wanted
care about what you
Malachi
got
Brandon
back.
in the draft pick.
What's your point, Matt? Please.
My
I guess
point
he doesn't
is-
like the Corey Kispert contract. Is that what it is?
I don't like that you took back 3 years of future money. I don't like that you did not get a draft pick, and I do not like that you did not get any of their 4 best players. You got none of
But you would have liked, but you would have liked us keeping Trey and losing though, right?
Like I said, you can move Trey. I don't care about Trey. I care about the return.
Hey, fellas,
Bro, Matt, there was no better deal than what the Hawks got.
No. That was the deal. He was able to negotiate.
Listen. Okay, this is why I keep pointing you back to how Rich Paul broke the
But
trade.
Rich Paul isn't the only agent. There's other agents.
He's the best agent in the sport.
I listened to that Rich Paul. I listened to the Rich Paul interview. There's another agent.
What are we talking about?
Matt, relax. What I'm saying to you is, at the end of the day, the Hawks are not trying to be terrible. Could they have taken amount you were never going to get? Let's start this right here. They were not going to offer you an Alex Sarr, a Trey Jones, a Ken Johnson above Carrington. Okay,
cool.
None of those guys were on the table. Your options were you could take CJ, an expiring, or you could take Chris Middleton's expiring. You could take Malachi Brandon and a pick, or you could take Kispert and CJ. But that was the framework of the options. And let's not forget that they wanted draft compensation to trade Trey at one point to take his $50 million on. So the fact you didn't have to get.
Let him finish, man. Don't overtalk him. Let him finish.
Listen. The fact that you were able to get off the money without attaching any assets to it, and you didn't get the 30th pick in the draft. You didn't get second round picks. You know why you don't want that? Because you have to wait for those guys to develop into role players. And you have a proven role player in his prime that has positive value in the NBA available. So yeah, you take on Corey Kispert's contract. You know why? Because every team wants a guy like Corey Kispert. Everybody wants a guy like Corey Kispert.
Is that what
if you don't like it, even if you don't like the money that he makes, you can get off of it. He's not an immovable. It's no different from how they did Terrence Mann. Everybody hated how they took on the Terrence Mann money. But y'all saw they got rid of the Terrence Mann contract. And he got more value in the NBA than Terrence Mann.
They had to attach a pick to get off of Terrence Mann.
You missed what I said. Corey Kispert has more value in the NBA.
I disagree. They tried to move Corey Kispert at the trade deadline, and they couldn't get him.
Every team wants a guy like Corey Kispert.
They tried to move him already.
No,
they tried to move Corey Kispert.
Who? The Wizards?
Washington.
Okay, and the Wizards wanted picks for him. Period.
So what are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? If they couldn't get the picks, what are we gonna get?
Bruh, they wanted multiple picks for this man. It wasn't like you attach a first round pick. If you can get a first round pick for Corey Kispert, you get a first round pick. If you want to flip him for expirings, you could do that. But the reality is having him, who is already a proven, established role player in the NBA, is better than taking the 30th pick in the draft. You already got two first. Here's the thing. Hawks next draft already have 2 first round picks. They got the Cavs pick. They got the Pelicans pick. You don't have time to develop a third rookie. You barely got time to develop the one you got last year in Asa Newell. So you don't have the minutes to put in 3 rookies. So we can stop that right there. Okay. Number 2, the 30th pick has no value in future trades because teams would rather have second round picks at that point because they don't have to give them a guaranteed contract. And you're looking at the same caliber player. So instead of doing that and taking the magic bean and let's hope who's available and give somebody a guaranteed contract, why not just take the guy that's been in the NBA that's already ready to contribute? You got ready-made contributing players right now without having to sacrifice any long-term flexibility. You got assets that have real value. So
okay, Jay. Let's since Washington, right? Let's think about what Portland did 2 years ago. Portland had 3 picks, right? They had 3 picks.
Okay.
They had a top 10 pick, a pick in the teens, and a late round pick.
Okay.
Right? They traded. They didn't want to pick 3. They came to draft night. They didn't end up wanting to pick 3 players. So they traded the pick in the teens for Who?
Denny Avia.
Exactly. So we could have been in that same situation where we had a top 10 pick, a pick in the teens, and a later round pick. So we could have been offered on draft night a player.
You can still make a trade like that. You can make that.
We're down one less pick.
You don't. But listen. The Hawks do not need to bring in 2 rookies next year. Get that through your mind right now. They do not need to bring in 2 rookies. They should, if they're going to get a top 5, top 10 pick from the Pelicans, that's the priority of minutes on top of the depth that you're going to add in the offseason. The second pick that you have in the teams, you can attach that to another player and make a move. You didn't lose that flexibility by taking on Corey Kispert. No, you didn't. Because guess what? He gave you another contract to match salary with at the bare minimum. So
Jay, you got to one. But Jay, you got to find
and the Denny Avia trade is a once in a 100-year trade.
We're talking in circles now with Matt.
Bro, it's current market value. At the end of the day, Corey Kispert is going to be better this year and next year, and probably the year after that than anybody you're going to take at the 30th.
If you can't, if you can't draft,
to bring it to
that's another. If you can't draft, that's another conversation. But
bro, we young. We need vets now. We young. So
bro, you don't have no minutes for these rookies.
Let me say this. And we keep talking about those damn draft picks. I don't care about no draft pick. We are already young. Go get some dudes now. The core is there. The core is built. We know what the core is. Now we need vets around them. Like hell, I won't mind maybe keeping CJ next year on a team friendly contract.
I like it. I want a guy like CJ around.
We are here. So what we need to do, the thing that's missing right now is getting bigger at the center.
When you do your head like that, that's what we do to y'all. When y'all used to come up.
You hit the nail on the head with CJ. CJ is a professional player, professional bucket getter. He know how to stay in the league. He's a great
president of the union.
He can play, bro. He get that's a dude that can play, and you need his offensive skill set. Like he is the mold of whatever you're gonna And let's say you drafted a Michael Brown Jr. as a guard to be the combo guard. You're gonna want a CJ McCollum on the roster to mentor that guy. You're gonna want bro, his value is insane. I'm just telling you, this kid, you'd rather have CJ McCollum next year at 2020.
Off of leadership that we didn't have.
This is my other point too. When you look at it, look at all these non-guaranteed guys.
And he's battle tested foot. Don't forget about it. He knows how to.
You see who finished the game.
Matters.
Hey Jay, did you see who finished the game?
Let's not act like he ain't been big time in the playoffs. CJ McCollum. I seen CJ McCollum in Portland score.
I see CJ McCollum. I see CJ McCollum fall apart every year.
Did you see him close the game today?
I seen him.
So that's what it's going to be.
Second half, right? Because he's going to.
That's what it's going to be.
But you seen how he caught the ball. He dribbled to the box, right? Got Draymond, he made a good defensive play, made CJ give up his dribble. Shot clock's winding down. He recovers the ball after he kind of fumbled it. Did you see the footwork that he had, the pivot, and then hit the shot over him? The following buzzer. That's a veteran move, bro. The only other dude at the guard position that's doing that is Brunson and Kyrie. You ain't getting none of them other off guards doing it.
We just need
and he can play with the ball and he plays without the ball.
Boy, stop.
Did you see the veteran when he bought up the ball at the half court to slow the game down? How he was holding them off. When the last time you seen
change the pace?
Bring the ball up. That was the old school too. He had the arm out, held him up, got everybody organized. Bro, nobody on the Hawks is doing that. I never
thought I'd see the day that we was holding hopes on CJ McCollum.
It's not about holding hopes, man.
Y'all need to go. Y'all need to go and watch him in Portland. Y'all need to go watch him. You do play for the Pelicans.
CJ McCollum is just a stopgap player, but he's the perfect stopgap player. He's the guy now. He's the guy that's gonna bro. Listen, y'all be complaining about Jalen Johnson not wanting to take shots late. Well, now you got a closer in CJ.
I don't want CJ to come and be my closer.
Let's pause for us, man. Man, I'm finna get ready to end this so I can take my butt to bed, man. Appreciate y'all coming on.
Hey, Phil, you got to tell me who we about to get, bro. You got to tell me who we about to get, bro. I'm gonna have to tap in with you. I'm curious.
Hey,
Foot don't know.
You don't got to say it on the show. You don't got to say it on the show.
Whoever it is, Matt gonna hate it. So don't worry. Whoever it is,
I don't know who, but we are targeting somebody. Don't know we're gonna
get. You gonna hate it.
How long we gonna be targeting them for? 6 months?
Nope, we about to make the trade in the next 3
weeks. You got to get over this, man. I know this emotion talking, man. You can say whatever you want to. We all know you talking.
A lot of these fans are
going to get our next game is what, Wednesday?
Wednesday. We play every other day for the rest of the month.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might have to. I probably have to.
Remember, man. Hawks first, man. Hawks first, man.
Well, no. What day is today? Sunday. Our next game is Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday, Lakers.
I'm gonna say it like
and
this.
I don't want to hear no Lakers jokes, man. I'm
gonna say it like this. I like what I saw tonight. I love the energy. I'm excited for the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not a championship. We're not a championship team yet.
We ain't playing 4-man defense no more.
We could definitely win a playoff series.
Yeah. We're not a championship team yet. We have to get bigger at that center.
What you say, Jay?
That's
we can
championship, man. Championship.
I didn't say championship. If KP is healthy, if you have KP healthy and available in the playoffs with this group, and you got Zach, everybody's right.
Oh yeah,
playoff series. You can 1,000% win the playoff series.
I'm not gonna say we gonna win a championship, but we're gonna compete. We definitely will compete.
We'll be right
there. How's what we saying so silly? How's what we saying so silly? But what we heard months ago and weeks ago, that was silly. But what we saying is so silly. Okay.
Yeah. I like what I saw from CJ McCollum today, man.
Bro,
you know how I feel. I just hate the fact that he's 34 and not 30.
He's a pro. He's a pro, man. That man know how to play.
You see how Kispert was using his body both on offense and defense, the energy on defense?
But they don't see that kind of stuff. I'm like, he didn't get a single rebound. Kispert didn't get, I think he only got like 1 rebound. But he created like 14 rebounds.
We played 5-man defense tonight. We played 5-man defense.
Wait, did you see that with Kispert tonight? Like, he didn't get but 1 rebound, but he created like 5 team rebounds just by being able to box out.
Yeah, that's what I said.
CJ McCollum under there with Al Horford. Had 2 hands on it. Now Al Horford grabbed the ball over his head, but it's like, bro, nobody was getting a body on the man at all.
That's when I lead. That's when I lead went up.
Seals. You gotta have seals. You gotta know how to seal, establish positions.
Hey man, you know what it is, JD? We're gonna end on that. That's basic basketball.
Basic, fundamental.
So, fellas, I appreciate you, man.
I need some of y'all.
They don't recognize it, Foot, because we ain't been playing basic basketball for
like Foot. They don't know what it looks like.
I need some of y'all drugs. Y'all need
they haven't seen winning basketball.
No, that's what the team been on, Matt, for the past 3 years. Drugs.
Yeah,
we all
have a good night.
Hit that like button on y'all way out. You know what I'm saying? But we'll be back at it Tuesday. I think the one be back in town. I think he is now. He'll be back in town. So I'm probably going to go.
All right, Matt. All right, Foot.
All right. Peace out, fellas.
I keep that shit on me. That shit on, I keep that shit on. Yeah. The telephone racks for the drip on me. Keep that shit on. Blowing on the Zion, sipping lean. I keep that shit on. Bad bitches recognize me. I keep this shit on. I keep that shit on. I keep that shit on me.